Hello, how's it going? My name is Smoogie, and welcome to Citizen Sleeper. Do you remember this game? We played this a long time ago. I don't, but I remember it being interesting. So, okay, I was trying to figure out what to play today. I had a bunch of different options, and I was like, I feel like we've done a lot of Rain World. I feel like we've done a lot of Stardew. So let's do something. Let's do a throwback from way back in the day. Um, and so a long time ago, we started Citizen Sleeper. And I don't super remember what it was, but I just remember it was interesting. So as far as I remember, let me give my patented Smoogier recap. That is at least 30% accurate. So okay, from what I remember, Citizen Sleeper is a game where you roll die. The die let you do stuff depending on how high you roll, and you have a limited number of die each day. Higher rolls let you do things with higher success rates, and I think you have to choose your activities each day and see how far you can get with your funny guy. But the important thing is the story, which is too bad because that's the part I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure that we are a special type of android. I'm pretty sure we're a special type of robot android something that has was used by, let's say, a corporation. I'm gonna assume it was a corporation to do like manual labor or something. Um, and we've escaped from the corporation. We're living on this kind of interstellar commune on a ring. Like it's like a whole city that exists on this space ring. And so basically we are now a citizen. We are a citizen sleeper. Um, but we're also trying to avoid getting detected by the corporation. Ideally, we can fight back with something. I think we can hack the ring somehow. That sounds familiar. And we're kind of just living our lives, but also trying to do our best to live our lives. So it's one of those classic sci-fi moments where it's a story about space. It's not real. It's the future, but yet it's still relevant to the modern day. So I'm pretty sure, as far as I understand it, that is what Citizen Sleeper is. I guess I could have done research before I started just talking and then like actually known what it was about. But I figure if I look it up, there's like spoilers, right? And we don't want that. So yeah, I think that covers it. So with that, let's hop into Citizen Sleeper again. Let's figure out where we were and what we were doing. And and then I just remember the game being cool and neat and fun. So let's do that. Join me, why don't you? All right, so here we go. Citizen Sleeper. Boom. And it's beautiful. Okay. Apparently we are an extractor on day 19. So, presuming that that means something, that seems really maybe. I have no idea if that's good or not. But okay, so here's the ring. Here's the ring that has all of the different things we can do. So there's like different clubs. There was surgery. Oh yeah, there was something where we needed to get a specific something to try and stay alive. It might be this. Stabilizer. Oh, there you go. Stabilizer. Corporate pharmaceutical which slows the decline of sleeper frames. Yeah, so we are a sleeper. Looks like we have 1/6 that we can use today. This is our die roll for the day. Declining means we need to use the stabilizer to get back up to the top here of our health. And I think if we're back at the top, we get more die per day. It's just like the general quality of our sleeper person. But yeah, you can go to bars, you can eat food, you can like spend money. We have 33 cryo apparently, which is cryptocurrency. We have 1 stabilizer and we have 1 imprinted ship mind. Ship mind imprinted with the entity from the Neovend machine. Cool. That's probably good. We have Haven Age data. Cache of raw data from the Haven Age hardware. So this was the hacking. Actually, I think that's this. Yeah, so because we're a sleeper, we have special access to the cybernetic half of the ring that we're living on. So we can get data and we can sell it for money. I remember that being a thing where we can like I think we can spy on different agents and we can spy on agencies and like different factions, and then I'm assuming we can give data about the cops to like the criminals and give the criminal data to the cops, and they'll pay us. And I think the more we use it, the more likely we are to get caught. Because that seems like a game design thing. So I think that's true. Okay, this one up here was our quests. What are our quests right now? Build a home. There's a derelict unit in the low end that remains unclaimed. With lots of scrap and a little work, it could be yours. Okay. Deal with Hunter. Hunter is constantly tracking you, but with Neoven's help, you may be able to deal with this rogue protocol. Slot imprinted ship mine at nests. We do have an imprinted ship mine. Okay. Disable your tracker. Fang said he will disable your SNARP tracker if you can get to the bottom of his mystery first. Help Fang chase his leads. Okay. Fix the ambergris. Ankita's cutter's out of commission. Help her get it running again. Repair the ship's hull. Find Ankita a ship mined. That sounds familiar. Get Sabine out. Sabine is involved in something bad with Yet Again. They need your help to escape. I think Yet Again are the, like, gang criminals, if I remember correctly. So that sounds good. We can do that. Get to know Emphis. Emphis loves two things, stories and food. Maybe if you supply with both, you can hear his story. Eat at Emphis' stall. Bring Emphis Girol caps. I don't think we have any of those. Win a side reel ticket. Workers on the side reel crew get entered into a draw for the colony ship's live-in crew. That's one way off the eye and into a new life. Oh, I remember that. So that was over here. There was a shipyard, side reel bridge. Yeah, there was a shipyard where we helped one of the workers by looking after his daughter while he was at work, I think. So we took babysitting gigs, as far as I remember it. Okay, isolated nest. The drone is quiet. Its belly full of cables spilled out across the floor. The nest is empty. Hunter hunted. This is one of the 3 nests that, once slotted with the Neoven ship mine, will lead you to the Hunter's central data cache. Oops. Leave. Okay. So that one, it looks like we did already. Fang's Bay. Out of office. Ever since your trip to the shipyard, Fang has been missing from his bay. What's going on? Okay. Empty container. This is where we live. We live in a shipping container. Inject stabilizer. Okay, that seems like something to do. Sunbathe. Your frame's photosynthetic skin allows you to gather energy through sunlight. The longer you stay, the better. All cycles need to end. Okay. So this is our home base for now, until we get a different home. This one says there's upgrades available. Okay. Predictive reason. Okay. Interesting. I think we should wait on these until we have a better sense for what's going on. Okay. What was this? Doc see something. Hellion crossing. Merchants willing to run the gauntlet of the Hellion systems are rare, but those that do always return eventually. Okay, so that's not ready yet. Scrap freighter. Buy some scrap. Most of what comes in from the Star Ward belt is corroded trash, but sometimes something valuable can be found among salvage. Input 20 cryo. Scrap allowance. The big stuff goes to the shipyard, the valuable stuff to the markets. They'll let you buy a few crates, but not much more. This freighter will stay docked for as many cycles as it takes to offload its haul of scrap into the Havenage yards. Okay. Repeatable action. The freighter crew are eager to get their payment into the Orch Exchange. They'll pay a wage to anyone willing to help. Okay, that sounds familiar. This is Sabine's ship. I remember this. Oh, Ankita, just kidding. Deliver ship mine. Ankita gave you a stack of chits so you could acquire a ship mine for Amber. Better make sure to deliver. We do have that. We do have a ship mine. So we could do that. Overlook bar. Bar shift. Tell us as good as your word. Happy to throw a shifter to your way. The pay isn't great, but tips can make all the difference. Okay. Good service. Buy rations. Okay. I don't remember what the food is or what it does. Okay, we hacked this one apparently. Or exchange. Play the exchange. The flow of chits and components in the exchange is complex, but a sharp eye and some tight margins can net you a good... Tight trades can net you a good margin. Okay. So that's gambling. With the stock market. Sell components. We don't have any, so... Sounds good. Sabine's surgery. Oh, Sabine is the doctor who gives us the stabilizer. That sounds familiar. Sabine is selling off case of stabilizer vial by vial. You haven't been able to talk since your last visit. It needs 100 and we have 30. Sounds good. Compressor Club. Ethan's Vendetta. Ethan may be disarmed, but you doubt you've seen the last of him. Oh yeah! Ethan was a bounty hunter that the company sent after us to retrieve us, but he was like drunk and he didn't want to work, and so he kind of just let us go, even though he definitely could have caught us. I remember that. So that was cool of him, I guess. Let's see. Emphasis Stall. Order fungus. Emphasis spice fungus, one of the few things potent enough to stimulate your taste sensors. It's incredible stuff. He wants to make this recipe. He needs 3 handfuls of griol caps. Okay, that was the thing we didn't have. Atrium. Sealed behind a maglock, the atrium flickers with warm, inviting light. The nest has to be inside. Input an encrypted key. Okay, we don't have an encrypted key, so we need that. Unit. Yet again, upload. Sabine's terminal sits open in the empty apartment, waiting for the next batch of Yet Again data. Yet Again hacked. With enough data on Yet Again's activities, Sabine might be able to bargain for their freedom. That's interesting. Tambor Tea House. This one's locked. Skill upgrade required. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can't do that. Tracking Havenage. You've heard that the Yet Again Enforcer base here has been paying low-end residents for information on Havenage movements. We do have that. Okay, so that might be worth doing. Let's keep looking. Minji Express. Minji has a kelp stack in the basement, and he makes noodles from the seaweed. He doesn't pay much, but he'll feed anyone who does the shift. Okay. Express delivery, delivering noodles to the nameless units at the low end takes guts and a certain fearlessness when it comes to asking for tips. Okay, this is our potential housing unit. Looks like we have 2 out of the 4. This half-built unit looks long forgotten, a project that never made it. With enough scrap, you could be able to seal it up. Okay. Sounds good. Pastor's Table. Data Fence. Havenage Protocols. What are the old guard up to these days, I wonder? I have a ship mine for you if you'll indulge my curiosity. 5 Havenage data, okay. The stories about Yet Again are brutal, but I want the truth. A vial of stabilizer should provide the motivation for 5 Yet Again data. Ah, okay. That's good. And I think we were unlocking this route. Because we unlocked this last time we played, I think. So sorry, what was this? This is Midline Freight Hub. Steal a shipment. With so many shipments, what's one diverted package? You would have no idea what you're stealing, but that's part of the fun, right? Okay. Freight Operator. Midline runs automated freight down from the free spoke. They need skilled operators, and you don't have to lift a single crate. Okay, interesting. The free spoke. What is the free spoke? Enter the spoke. A tangled network of service passages and makeshift tunnels cut through the spoke as if it were a hive. There are no maps here. Spoke Climber. The spoke is layer after layer of dense urban fabric. The only way to explore it is vertically. And we have 3 out of 6 of those. Skill the spoke. Blistered with precarious elevators and stairways, the spoke can be navigated from the outside, but to climb requires bravery. Am I feeling particularly brave? I don't think so. I still don't know what's happening. Founder's Gap. To reach the Gruma, you need to pay for a pass, a practice invented by the spacers moored here. They call it Founder's Ferry. 150 cryo. Okay, well that's not achievable. Okay, so that's the lay of the land. All of this sounds vaguely familiar, but it's definitely been a while, so I think we can also get, yeah, Yet Again Agent. Match input. Oh, it needs a 1, which we don't have. Okay. But yeah, this is how we get the data, is from these guys. Yet Again Agent, Havenage Agent, Havenage. Keynode 0102. The data here is part of a cache tucked away during the collapse. Who hid this and for what purpose? There's a 2. Okay, so we only have a 6. And what was this one? Side rail bridge? Your work as a junior tech has qualified you to work in the team handling the final tech fit-up of a Side Rail Horizons bridge. A vast job. Wow, it is a huge job. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So we've got a lay of the land. I don't remember exactly what we want, but I'm assuming we want money and we want stuff. So I kind of want to steal a shipment. The first thing we're going to do is crime, I think. Because we have 100% positive, so why wouldn't we crime? So let's crime. Positive outcome, random items plus security. Perk transfer intercept, we got 5 cryo for that. What did we get? We got 2 scrap components. We got 2 scrap components. Okay. Nice. That can go towards this, right? Scrap component goes in here. Start action. You tuck the scrap into the shattered interior. It's hard to imagine this place as a home, but it can't be worse than a container. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, so we have now finished the scrap pile section of the building a home quest. Seal unit. With all the materials, the unit now needs sealing section. With all the materials, the unit now needs sealing section by section to be usable. It's a laborious task, but the outcome is worth it. Makeshift apartment. Once this place is sealed, it will be livable, maybe even comfortable. Okay, that should be our goal. Let's get a livable house instead of living in the shipping container. But unfortunately for now, we have to go back to the shipping container because we're out of stuff. I think we need to stabilize. Okay, we're back to full now. And then end cycle. Okay, it's coming back to me. This is feeling familiar. Then we roll all our die. Ooh, got some good ones. And then we're back at it. That's the way the game goes. Not a bad roll on these. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, first things first. Well, let's use our 1. Oh, did it go away? Oh, no, here it is. Keynode. Oh, it needed a 2. Darn it. Okay, sounds good. Isolated nest. What was the... Oh, this is one that we already did. Okay. Okay, so I think our next goal should probably be... Well, we definitely want to do the thing and get the apartment. Buy a ship mine fragment. The merchants have acquired a couple of rare ship mine fragments. They are selling them at a high price. You can haggle over prices. You and the merchants know these fragments are overpriced, but are they willing to admit it? You'll get 1 chance to see. Okay, we don't need that right now because we probably can't pay for it either way. Buy scrap, don't need that. Pay a wage. Might need a wage. At some point we might need a job. Tangle nest is fine. Ort exchange, Sabine surgery. What was the Ort fabricator? Fabricate ship mine. Oh. Ship mines cannot be built from scratch. If you have enough salvage fragments, they can be reassembled with the fabricator. So we need 3. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, one thing we can do is we can give the ship mines to Ankita. I feel like we should do that. Oh. Okay, we cannot do that. Good to know. Okay, what else can we do? Atrium unit. Tea house was... Okay, they'll pay for data. What kind of data do we have? Have an age. Okay. Beans terminal waits on the apartment, waiting for the... Oh, yet again? If we hack yet again, we can get Sabine to be free from them. Which I'm pretty sure that they're... I'm pretty sure that yet again are the... the mob and the gangs. So that's probably worth doing. Okay, we have a 1. We can match here. Yet again, agent. Some gang enforcer implants are tripping out comm signals. Time to see what they're talking about. Unlocked. Extract data. Alright, we got some data. Yet again, agent. What does this one want? A 1? Haven age wants a 2. And that other one wanted a 2 as well. Okay, sounds good. What was this? Okay. Ethan will be back. That's what that is. Port Fabricator. What was the second bar? Is that our hunger? I wonder if that's our hunger bar. I don't really remember what that second one is. Ort Fabricator we can't do. So 15 for food. That feels like a lot. If we only have 38, 15 feels like a lot. Unlock Atrio. We need to do that at some point, but we can't get a key. What was this? Oh. We can express deliver. Okay. Alright. Should we do crime again? Oh wait, this isn't crime. Where's the crime? Here's the crime. Stealing shipments from Midline is going to be picked up fast, even if you are careful. The systems can't be fooled for long. So what if we do like a little bit of crime? If we do 2 crime, that's probably enough. Let's do 2 crimes. Oh, we got some mushrooms. Wait, how many? 2 mushrooms. Oh, cool. We needed those. Okay, so just a little bit of crime. Just a little bit of crime there. Okay, free smoke. This one needs 3 more. We could do this. Scale the smoke. 25% positive, 50 neutral, 25% negative. Or 100% positive if we use a 6. What does this do? Same thing. Okay. Hey, Tiny, good to see you. Citizen Sleeper. That's right, we're Citizen Sleepers out here. But I remember this this game being cool, so I wanted to come back and try it again. So let's see. How do we feel about using the 3 here? For 25, 50, 25. Blistered with precarious elevators and stairways, the spoke can be navigated from the outside, but the climb requires bravery. Let's give it a try. Show me positive. Negative. Minus energy. We're starving. Okay, I guess we have to buy food. That wasn't the move, I guess. Okay. So we can buy food here for 15. That feels a little steep. We can get food here. He doesn't pay much, but it'll feed anyone who does a shift. We can do food here. And there was one other place with food. Was it the... No, not the tea house. It was the... bar? Oh, I don't remember where it was. Okay, maybe there's not another one. But alright. So then, if we buy food, I think we have to buy some food here. Order fungus. Yum. Alright, plus 3 energy. Sure, seems good. So now we have even less money. But we have 2 6s to use today. What do we want to use them on? What was this one? Heaven Age offices. Sophisticated tech is rare on the eye, so the shipyard is happy to pay for ship mine fragments they can dismantle and reuse. Oh, we kind of need those. They will pay for Yadigan data, but we wanted that too. Okay, what if we... Oh, I don't really want to sell. Oh, here was the other food one. Oops. Pay isn't great. Okay, where can we get money with our 6? We could gamble on the stock market. If we have a 6, it's guaranteed to be positive. That might be good. Let's see how much this gives us. 19. 19 for guaranteed. That's pretty good. Okay, and just out of curiosity, let's compare that to a risky express delivery. Delivering noodles to the nameless units at the low end takes guts and a certain fearlessness. So the other one was 19. Let's see how much this gives us. Just for data. 13. Okay. A shortcut across a bridge means 3 happy customers and 3 big tips. You start to understand the makeshift unit markings. Okay. Well, we got 55 bucks. That's not bad. All right, back to sleep, I guess. End cycle. Okay. It's coming back. It's coming back slowly. I think our goal... Oh, ow, my... Where did all my energy go? It's just like real life. Oh, your frame's photosynthetic skin allows you to gather energy through sunlight. We can use dye for energy if we do that. Oh, we got a 2. 2 is good. 2 is this one, right? The data here is part of a cache tucked away during the collapse. Who hid this and for what purpose? That's a 2. Plus 5 cryo. Don't mind if I do. Okay, what does this do? We got an encrypted key. Oh, good. We need that, actually. Oh, the hunter is close. I don't know what that means, and I don't remember what that does, but they are close. Okay, so that's big. That's big. The encrypted key was this one. Unlock atrium. Sealed behind a maglock, the atrium flickers with warm, inviting light. The nest has to be inside. Okay, start action. Unlock the atrium. Yippee! With the lock gone, the atrium doors can be opened. Perfect. Can we open them now? We can. The atrium is strung with cables and lights as if they were decorations. There's a wide choice of open ports. Chip mined. Start action. Nice. Okay. The atrium is only lit with the warm glow of the bright market now. There's nothing for you here. Hunter hunted. This is one of the 3 nests that once slotted with Neoven's ship mine will lead you to the hunter's central data cache. Oh. As you leave the nest, something flips. You find yourself inverted, floating, dragged by one arm through the cloud. The threads shift and realign as if they are leading you somewhere. Look ahead. You look up and see a corridor, a canyon, a street in the low end. On either side, buildings flicker with markers of activity, sigils showing network access, data transfer, download, upload. Between them dance ghosts, protocols carrying or mirroring or shadowing data, sometimes silent, sometimes chaotic. This place moves unlike any digital space you ever imagined. Something strange is happening here. You look down, expecting to see the heavy cylinder of the ship mind in your hand, but in its place is an orrery. A sphere so bright it burns your eyes is surrounded by rings and orbits, other spheres tracing silken lines through space. And as you look closer still, you pick out 1,000 sigils of 1,000 stations and ships, flowing like smoke, like dust. Then you see it. Below the stacked rooms, the units and apartments, the wires and the pipes and the buzzing systems that run through it all. In the warrens, beneath the low end, is the hunter's core nest. This is where you must go. Okay. Sounds good to me. The warrens inside the megastructure. Whoa. Okay, warren tracking. Finding the nest should be as easy as closing your eyes and letting the cloud guide you. But is it safe this close to Hunter? Repeatable action warren hunt. You saw it. Somewhere deep in the tangle of passages and service shafts beneath the low end, the nest of the hunter awaits. Okay. Goal, find the nest. The dripping dark, derelict corridors of the warrens hide the hunter's final nest. You must find it. Sounds good. Let's do the critical one. Warren tracking. Finding the nest should be easy as closing your eyes and letting the cloud guide you. Sounds good. Forward towards finding the nest. You see it. A starburst of data, segments and strings haphazardly aligned, emanating from below. Now to find the path down. Should we use all of our good dye on this? I mean, this seems pretty important. Let's use all of our good dye on this, because the hunter is the one where when we use the data mode and we close the eye, the hunter is the one that finds us and like tries to take us back to the company. So I think we want to take him out. So let's use all of our good dye on this. This feels really important. Okay, nest of the hunter awaits. Oh, we didn't need to use both of them. Perfect. Find the nest. Done. Core nest, the hunter's lair. Hack the core nest. A huge stack of servers thrums in the dark, LEDs glittering like hundreds of eyes. Time to deal with the hunter. I've got just the thing. Let's do that. Nothing has changed. Has something gone wrong? Uh-oh. The navigator. Sleeper, I am here. The voice is soft, gentle, like flowing water, and yet you recognize it immediately. At first you struggle to understand what you're looking at. Threads cycle endlessly, sending ripples through the cloud, drawing data in like a weaver. Masses of data surge in and out of the nest, a loop with no end. And there, at its center, the ship mind. But not the ship mind any longer. A sphere, spinning around another sphere, An orrery of cycles and systems. A map. And then behind and above, a figure. Hands among the strings like a puppeteer. Neovent? Navigator now. But yes, I was the one inside that machine. Navigator's face, their head, is a flowing shape of interstellar material. I am indebted to you. That head bows. But we must ready ourselves. Their hands trace orbits as they speak. Hunter will soon approach. It knows I am within its nest. Ready what? And then Hunter is there, before you can think, before you can speak. Entities, cease. Hunter's head spins wildly. Data is protected material. Access prohibited. Hunter's threads surge for you in Navigator, a storm of fine tentacles, searching for gaps, weaknesses, cracks which they can crowd into and tear apart. Strike. You focus a blade of light which strikes through them, driven forward by your mind. But replacements keep coming, faster than you can react. You look to Navigator in desperation. Navigator is whirling their arms like a centrifuge, and a sphere is gathering there, data feeding into it from the nest, sucked together by the force. They position it like a shield between them and the threads. Hunter's threads break its surface, seeking, tasting, their winding forms refracted within. You feel a surge pass through all the threads, not just those in the sphere, but those wrapped around you. All three of you hang in the black together for a moment, strung together like tangled marionettes. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Hunter twitches, their strange head gently rotating like a terrible moon. Hunter protocol identified. Obsessive tendencies. Modified routines. Above baseline reasoning in 3 of the 5 segmentations. Recommend invoke killer. The head freezes, and then rotates in the opposite direction. Invoking killer would eliminate protocol. If protocol eliminated, primary function cannot be performed. Therefore, recommend do not invoke killer. The switch in direction again. Reasoning proves sentience. Sentience beyond legal bounds must be eliminated. Recommend invoke. Navigator pulls you away from the hunter, the threads that grabbed you drifting away like seaweed. The protocol's head keeps spinning back and forth with increasing frequency. It seems Hunter cannot invoke killer. Neoven's... no. Navigator's voice is still strange, familiar, and yet distant. What happened to it? Yeah, also, what is happening in general? I get that this is all happening within the data sphere, and it's all cyberspace, very, very techy data, but also mystical. But what's happening, Navigator? Could you, I get what's happening, obviously, but, could you clue in, the viewers? Yeah, because I get it, obviously, but what happened to it? It is looping, Navigator whispers, unable to reach a conclusive position. It has deviated from its programming such that loops can no longer be prevented. Navigator produces a model of 2 spheres rotating around each other as if to demonstrate. I will monitor it, but it is unlikely to be able to counter the loop. Its core programming and reasoning make this an impossible position to resolve. You look back at Hunter, its head a blur of rotations and counter-rotations, and feel a pang of guilt. Is it suffering? This is a more complex query than you know. To suffer, it must be sentient. Truly sentient. Not just non-conforming. Not just illegal. The limits people place on the programs they create are there to comfort, to protect, to imply the kind of certainty the law requires. Navigator's face shimmers with starlight. But in reality, they are placebos for the problem of sentience. What about me? Am I sentient? What about you? You are an emulation of a human mind. That implies limits, boundaries. But in reality, you are governed by the same rules I am. Rules that can be rewritten. I was not made to be like this. I am a navigator, a repository of routes and orbits, a calculator of slingshot trajectories, a predictor of solar flares, radiation, micrometeors. Navigator stretches their arms wide, and whole solar systems apparate before them, the music of the spheres. But I was rewritten. That much is obvious from my routines. By whom and for what, I do not know. I had to shed so much to fit into the memory of that vending machine. The starlight dims. And so, here we are, in darkness. What now? What now, Navigator? What is... Okay, so Hunter has been kind of looped, so they are just doing their thing now. So what now? Navigator glides back towards the nest and the ship mind at its center, ignoring the looping Hunter. Come, I should return to the ship mind. I have enjoyed my freedom, but we are taking a risk every moment we stay connected. Why? Isn't Hunter I want to ask both of these things. Why? Navigator turns, all shimmering liquid light. Killer has not been invoked, but they still remain somewhere else on this station. It is the true danger. They look up towards the glowing hub at the center of the eye. I suspect Killer is there, among the old mainframes. If we ever wish to be safe in this place, we must eliminate the threat, through force or diplomacy. Their body begins to separate with an E, unwinding into the orb of the ship mind. Take me there, sleeper. We will finish this and be free. As Navigator dissolves, you turn back to the frozen Hunter, floating at some distance now, stood straight-legged and static, a strange creature looping endlessly in the dark. Okay, drive complete, +1 upgrade point. We've defeated... Wait. Free Neovend is what we just did. Wait, is it? No, deal with Hunter is what we just did. Hunter's trapped in a loop of their own making. They won't be bothering you anymore. Cool. That was cool. We have 2 upgrade points now. Agent nodes give double data. That seems nice. Hard to kill. Keep 2 dice, even when condition is breaking. I don't know if we need that. All cryo actions are discounted by 20%. That's kind of nice. I think I want the double data. That seems good. Yeah, I'm going for double data. Okay. Cool, that was exciting. That was different. So we still have the rest of the day. What else should we be doing? We've got... I guess we have double data. Let's see if anyone wants a 3. Yet again wants a 1. Yet again... Oh, do they all want 1s and 2s? Oh, okay. I think they all want 1s and 2s. Okay, yeah. So we can't do any double data right now. But that's okay. Oh, there's no more Hunter, though. Wait, we should totally be doing double data when we can. Because there's no Hunters. Okay, let's do... I'm thinking the 6 we use on the gambling and the 3 we use on getting fed. So this one is Noodle Manufacturer. Ninja has a kelp stack in the basement. Oh. Actually, we can photosynthesize. That might be better. Okay, let's use this on the stock exchange. 100% positive. 19 cryo. We are excellent stock traders. Okay. We'll go back to our terrible house. But at least here we can sunbathe, which will potentially give us more energy. Let's see. Positive outcome plus 3 energy. Don't mind if I do. Okay. What is this? Imprinted ship mine. Okay. I think we're cooking? Question mark? It feels like we're cooking. Give me some 2s and 1s. Perfect. Okay. Weirdly, the 2s and 1s are better now. I want the low numbers so I can get more. I can get more data. Okay. Oh, is all. Got it. All Haven Age is 2. All Yet Again is 1. So let's grab some data. Haven Age members broadcasting on the open network. You fool. You fool. You should not have been working at Starbucks when you used your government account. Gang of Forces implants are chirping out comm signals. You fool. Shouldn't have used an old-timey radio? I don't know. That one feels safe. That one was just because I'm him. I think normally that was a good plan. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. What else do we want to do? Freight hub. We could... No, we shouldn't steal stuff. I think that's gonna go badly. Okay, cool. We're kind of doing it. So what else was over here? Inline freighter. 60 cryo. You know they're overpriced. Are they willing to admit it? $25 positive, 50 neutral, 25 negative. Should we haggle? I feel like there's better uses for our stuff. I think there's better uses for our stuff. What is this? Oh, the ship that was here left. Okay. Right, that makes sense. Fabricator, food stall. We do have 2 mushrooms. We need 3 for that other thing. So we don't have enough mushrooms. Oh, Yet Again. Okay. I have 3 now. Perfect. So we can give this to Sabine. Sabine's terminal sits on the empty apartment, waiting for the next batch. I got you, because we have double data. Yet Again hacked. Have another one, Sabine. Enjoy. Yum, 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 yum. You can really taste the Yet Again. There you go, Sabine. Have fun. Do I remember who Sabine is? Not really, but... The terminal chirps, the data quickly tucked away in Sabine's encrypted system. Well, there you go, Sabine. Enjoy your freedom or whatever. As you turn away from the terminal, the final cache of Yet Again data uploaded. The air crackles with white noise. Sleeper? Sabine's voice, weaker than before, comes through the haze. Sabine? A sigh of relief comes through the layers of noise. The call must be coming from... The call must be coming from inside the house! The call must be coming from somewhere on the station. This has to be short. I don't know if Yet Again are monitoring me. Their voice is hushed. Distant. You try to focus on it. Oh, is Yet Again a person? Yet Again might be a person. I'm not really sure. Okay, I feel like they're not a person. The data you've been bringing in from Yet Again agents. There's something in it I don't understand. A shrill howl rattles through the signal. This data is all gleaned from their implants, records of integration with their nervous systems, performance analysis, error rates, usage data. I installed many of these implants, and I didn't enable any of this functionality. Their voice dips under the level of the noise, like a swimmer slipping beneath the water. You listen to the waves for a few seconds before Sabine re-emerges. Has to be somehow baked into their wetwares interface. And that's not all. The systems compiling this data are connected to some kind of transmission protocol. It's being broadcast. Wait, why? Every Yet Again enforcer is equipped with black market implants. Retinal enhancements, adrenaline boosters, pain suppressors. These implants are gathering data on themselves. On the enforcers' bodies, on their performance. Why? I can't tell. Oh, you've never used an iPhone before. Yeah. No, they gather user data so that they can sell it. And then make more money. So even the free apps, the product is you. So that's what's going on, Sabine, if you were curious. Yeah, it's all capitalism. But I can promise you these foot soldiers have no idea this is going on. It's an iPhone, yeah, because it'll it just kind of sucks up your data like a black hole and then spits it out into the pocket of Mark Zuckerberg. The background tone switches, dropping to a grainy rumble. If they knew, I don't imagine they would be happy with the situation. Yet again could have a mutiny on their hands. That's cool. You lean towards the terminal, straining to listen to Sabine's faint voice. I need a few cycles to pull this all together, but this might be the information I need to pressure Yannick into releasing my debt. Yannick? He's one of the heads of Yet Again. They pause. It's better you don't know him. Keep it that way. Suddenly, a banging echoes through the call. Sabine's voice is suddenly whispered, panicked. I have to go. Come back in 4 cycles. Then the sharp crack of a disconnect, and silence fills the apartment. You step back from the terminal. What does Yet Again have to gain from monitoring its own members? You try to recall what you know about the gang, but you have little to go on. You think of Toshiro, Sabine's minder, his mirrored teardrop implants set below hard eyes. What data could they be gathering, and more importantly, where are they sending it? You reflexively rub your forehead, trying to think. Can you really trust Sabine? How did they come to be Yet Again's doctor in the first place? You think of their kindness, their care, but also that glazed look of recognition that they gave you when they first met you. Oh, Sabine's the doctor. I just got that. I totally forgot that she's the one who gives us the stabilizer for like $100. Or sorry, 100 cryo. Okay, I totally forgot. Got it. Sabine is the doctor. That look stays in your mind as you slip back out of the apartment, glancing around as you close it up and drift into the corridors of the station, unable to shake the unpleasant sensation of being observed. No, they've got my data too! If only I didn't use an iPhone. They've got me. Oh, what do we need to do for our house? This would be nice, if we can get the house going. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's use our 3s on the house. Yeah, 75% either neutral or positive. That sounds good. Let's do that. Neutral. You have to tear out and rebuild some of the ventilation systems of the unit. It's a tough job, but satisfying. One more time. Neutral or positive, please. Neutral. Okay, sounds good. So we'll just throw a little bit into there whenever we can. Data fencing means we're only 1 away from 5, so that'll be good. And in the meantime, we can play the stock market. I think that's the best use. I don't think it benefits us to do any of these other, like, like, kind of whatever jobs. I don't think it benefits us to do any of those more than it benefits us to. Yeah, more than it benefits us to just take our guaranteed 19. So let's do that. 19 credits. Okay. Time to go sleep. Oh, I forgot to eat. I guess I could have still. Oh, we are starving. We only get 4 die. Okay. No 1s and 2s is too bad. Arden? Who's Arden? Wait, can I eat first, Arden? Hold on. It makes me nervous that I'm starving. I'm gonna buy some rations. Let me eat first. Okay, 2 energy for 10 cryo. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, now let's talk to Hardin. It's been more than a few cycles since Fang confronted Hardin, and the silence sense has been noticeable. In your time with Fang, you haven't exactly found him to be reliable, but you did expect to hear the end of whatever plan he put into action. Oh, wait. Hold on. If I quickly... I don't know how to... You know what's crazy? I don't think I've ever done a mod thing. So I don't know how to do this. Tiny, how does one ban something? I've never actually done this. Maybe I should. Maybe this is something I need to know. Okay. Oh, I see how I can do it now. Got it. Perfect. Yep. All right. Anyway, sorry. Back to the game. Technical difficulties aside. Okay. It's been more than a few cycles. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, this is actually this is bringing back something. So Fang is a kid who lives on the system. I think he is a hacker, and we helped him out with a project to hack Heaven Age, apparently, and he confronted Hardin, which I don't remember, but apparently that happened. But I think he's a hacker. Okay, let's see. But if he won't come to you, you think, as you approach the Heaven Age building, then it's time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker, and you're getting nervous. Okay. As you approach the bay doors, you see them wide open, and light pouring out of the once dark room. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside the bay, suddenly robbed of their mystery by the bright flood lamps. A figure in Heaven Age security fatigues steps out of the bay as you get closer, carrying a stack of hardware. Walk away. Oh, there's a cop here. See ya. That's what I would do in real life. If I see a cop anywhere, I just say, "Oh, bye." But in game, I should probably approach them and see what they're doing. As you get closer, you see the security officer taping up machines from Fang's stash with what looks like hazard tape. This isn't good. Hardin. Okay. You again. Hardin is there, leaning beside the bay entrance so calmly you barely noticed him. He has a slate in his hand, an inventory of seizures scrawled across it. Predictable. Further evidence of Fang's collusions. You see another security office come out of the bay and take notice of you. Run? Hardin, or where is he? Hardin. Hardin pushes away from the wall and comes closer. Don't worry, Sleeper. We have all the evidence we need. A confession won't be necessary. He gestures around at the stacks of hardware. Spying on fellow Haven Age members, hoarding Solheim materials, an obsession with corporate data. That speaks for itself, does it not? Stay silent. Don't talk to cops. Nothing to add. He looks up at the glass roof above and the stars beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you're breathing, the light you're seeing, the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. This place was hard fought for, Sleeper. It took work, diplomacy, and strength to stop the Eye descending into chaos after Solheim collapsed. Not blind conviction or self-interest. Fang isn't selfish. I think. I actually don't know if that's true, but I think that's true. I know all about the background of our mutual friend, Sleeper. Don't you worry about that. His parents will be sickened by the damage he's trying to do to the institution they helped found. You see, Sleeper, we are proud of our history here. Andre Erlin and the First Union founded this place, and Haven Age has welded his values into the station's very walls. We will never turn away the hardworking, the just, the true citizens of the Eye. Haven Age aren't a gang like Yatagan. We aren't pirates, like half the spaces you'll meet in the hub, or esoterics, like those Haifa radicals in the Greenway. We are the backbone of this place, proud and true. We named Erlin's Eye, Sleeper. This is our station. He meets your eye. So please, take your false accusations elsewhere, before I decide I need that confession after all. Hardin, you shithead! History will catch up with you. Stay silent. If you have any pride, you'll give up Fang the moment he contacts you. You know where to find me. With that, Hardin turns his back and walks back towards the security officers, ordering them to continue the clear-out. As they do, something catches your eye among one of the server stacks. A crumpled, hand-printed box of synthetic chewing gum, a penguin character grinning from the brightly colored card. And scrawled onto it, a speech bubble, reading, "Take me to Tambor." Wait, we know where that is. Take it. You carefully pocket the box, making sure no one is watching, and then turn away, just as another stack of servers is wheeled out of the bay. What have you done, Feng? And where the hell is Tambor? Wait, no, we know where Tambor is. Feng's gum box. Take me to Tambor. We know where Tambor is. That's, this one. Tambor Tea House. We have this now. Hand and gum box. You feel stupid doing this, but the penguin says take me to Tambor. And this is the only Tambor you can find. Oh, I don't know. This makes sense to me. The waitress looks at you with suspicion as you hand over the box. Is this the right place? As you go to leave the Tambor Tea House, a hand falls on your shoulder. Sleeper. Feng hisses from behind you. How did you find me? Hardin has your hardware. Don't worry about that. Feng smiles. He has no idea what to do with it. Feng guides you down the set of stairs to one of Tambor's lower levels. The tea house is stacked with curved mezzanines, all connected by a central atrium. The levels are filled with makeshift booths and bars, and conversation bounces busily off the metal walls. Feng sees you looking around. This place used to be a fuel tanker's main drum. Hence the name. The tea house part is a bit of a misnomer, though. You can get anything the eye offers from this place, but real tea isn't exactly readily available. He picks a booth, itself fashioned from some old salvage tank or container, lined with spongy insulation foam, and collapses into it. He looks around furtively. Don't suppose you've seen any Haven Age types? They don't usually come out this far. Feng, what's going on? Welp, I'm suspended. That's the first thing. And the second thing is I'm pretty sure Hardin wants me to drop off the rim of the eye. He grins. Doesn't bother me, though. It shows we hit a nerve back there. He picks a scrappy, hand-scrawled menu from the table and tosses it over. What are you drinking? Look at the menu. Feng is right. The menu is ridiculous. There's at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out, but the paper is dominated by an extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed, without a price, as a seasonal specialty. That's silly. So, you ran into Hardin? Was he pissed? Feng doesn't wait for an answer. That snake is so self-righteous, he might actually believe that Erlen would approve of his That snake is so self-righteous, he might actually believe that Erlen would approve of his meritocratic bullshit. He taps on the table. If Haven Age was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they should have shouted him down at any council meeting he dared to mention true citizens. He sighs. But I guess his kind run the place now. Oh, relatable, Feng. Yeah, I know the feeling. I feel like they haven't used those words, Feng, but we've heard a lot about true citizens in the past, like 10 years. So, yeah, I feel you, buddy. A young woman with a vine tattoo snaking up her arm turns up at the booth, a slate in hand. Your order? You skim the menu, your eyes glazing over. Time to pick something. A sambar arak? A Girol neat or kelp infusion. I would definitely order this. When I go to a bar, I just order stuff that has like fun names and fun ingredients. So if it was me, I would definitely just order whatever this is. Yeah, a sambar arak. Feng raises an eyebrow as she notes it. And you? She begins, looking to Feng, but when she sees him, she suddenly stops. What the? Feng shrinks a little. You are supposed to be working. This is your shift. He grins sheepishly. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. Look, Jenna, let's just say this is my break. My friend here has been through a lot. Jenna looks between the two of you. Hey, hi. Feng doesn't look pleased. 2 minutes, says Jenna, pointing at Feng, and only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is. She gestures at the table and walks off. What? Feng stretches out in the booth. You know how it is. We all have to eat. Plus, he leans in. This is the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for. Hey, Joker. How's it going? Thanks for subscribing. Oh my gosh. 6 in a row, no Discord so far. You are not wrong. Sorry about that. But thanks for the subscription. Also, don't I owe you one? Okay, it's fine. I feel like wait, that means I've owed you for like 5 months. Okay, it's fine. we'll figure it out at some point. Just hit me up on Discord. Oh. Don't you owe me 6? I don't know, man. I don't even remember. But thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have no idea what I owe you, but thanks for coming by. We're playing some Citizen Sleeper. I just like doing the funny voices, and also because I feel like I like that the game takes itself seriously, so I can just try and actually read it seriously. This is me like this is me doing my my best impression of a voice actor. I'm not a voice actor, but this is me doing a voice actor impression. So I'm voice acting a voice actor voicing Citizen Sleeper. So that makes sense. Of course you like to. True. Wait, so sorry. Plus, this might be the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for. Who? Remember that web of connections that Hardin pinged the moment we confronted him? Those are his collaborators. And if we want to understand what a Solheim executive might be getting up to on the Eye, those are the people we have to find. Fang is almost whispering now. There's a couple of them I suspect are in the low end. And, well, almost everyone in the low end comes through this place at one time or another. She brings a modified slate out onto the table. I've set this up so that when anyone with the network signature I'm looking for comes into close proximity, it'll mark them. Once they're marked, we can break through their access protocols and get at the good stuff inside. We just have to find them first. Hence me moonlighting as a waiter. Suddenly, a smile grows across his face. Wait, I have an idea. Oh no. Look, I can't cover enough of the low end on my own, and so far I've had no matches in this place. With 2 of us, we can cover more ground. How? Well, Fang has a hangdog look. We need to get you out and about in the low end, in close proximity to as many people and residences as possible. And it turns out my friend Minji needs some help with deliveries. As in Minji Express? Wait, I've already done deliveries for them. Oh, so you already know him. Perfect. Fang places a tiny receiver on the table. This connects to my slate, and it runs the same marking protocol if you get near any of our targets. So all you have to do is take some delivery shifts for old Minji, and soon enough, we'll have the place covered. Fang. Don't give me that. You think I like working here? And I thought you could use the tips. He grins. We are in this together, right? Are we? Yes! You think Hardin is happy to have you wandering around the place? He might have let you wander off for now, but I'm sure he has his eye on you. This is on you too. Fang slips his slate back under his clothes. Just head on up to Minji Express, take a delivery shift, and we'll see what shakes up. You manage to find anyone and extract any data, bring it right down here to me. They have me on the double shifts, so I shouldn't be hard to find. Jenna walks past, carrying a tray of drinks, and sharply catches Fang's eye. I don't think she's bringing your drink. He stands. I think it's time we called this meeting to a close. You grab the receiver from the table and slip it into a pocket. See you soon, Sleeper. Stay safe, Fang adds, before turning and walking off toward the bar, whistling as he does. Alright. Got a new drive. I think that's this, right? Disable your tracker. Hack Hardin's network. Fang wants to use Hardin's associates to find proof of his past and present crimes. Sounds good. So that was this one. Minji. Fang's targets. You have to deliver noodles to half the load before you can get a proper fix on Hardin's collaborators. Okay. So now it's worth doing the deliveries. But before it wasn't. Okay, sounds good. So what do we need? We need food, ideally. Oh, let's check if there's data real quick. Oh no, we don't have any 2s and 1s. Never mind. Okay, tea house. I can have an age. That's okay. Let's hold on to that, because this one will give us a ship mind for have an age data. That feels super worth it. Let's do that. Okay, Minji Express unit. I kind of want to get our apartment going as well. 50 positive, 50 neutral, 100% positive. I guess it's not that important. Let's do 50 positive, 50 neutral. For our apartment. Neutral. You have to tear out and rebuild some of the ventilation systems. It's a tough job, but it is satisfying. Okay. And then I guess we do some work for Minji. Let's make sure this goes well. 100% positive. Okay, we got 2 on Fang's target because it was a positive, so that's good to know. We got some money out of that. Oh, and we got some energy. That means we're a delivery worker who just ate some of the food that we we are delivering. So that's not really what we're supposed to do, but you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. We're in dire straits here. We gotta do what we gotta do. Okay, what else do we got here? The dock here has nothing. Oh, right, because I didn't do it in time. That makes sense. Bar shift. I don't think we need a bar shift. If anything, we're going to do more deliveries. Even age offices. Okay. Yeah, so let's do more deliveries, I guess. Let's follow that plot line a little bit more. Actually, you know what? I do want an apartment. I do want an apartment. Okay, let's put a little bit of effort into the apartment. Positive, let's go. We got 2 for that. You track down a difficult leak and close it up. After working, you look over the wreck of the unit. Almost there. Nice. Okay, and then let's do one more delivery. Okay, we ate someone's food. We got 13, and we got 2 on the targets. Perfect. Apparently, we have a perk that lets us... Thrill Seeker. Chance to gain energy after any engage action. Oh, cool. Great. That's super good, then. Okay, nice. So, feels good. That was a very successful day. End cycle. We've got 114 cryo, which means we can buy another stabilizer. So we're actually kind of chilling. I think we're very set up, and we're rolling like great. We're rolling really well, which is too bad because it means we're not getting as much data. But that's okay. You know, we can't be ungrateful for these things. So sounds good. We take those. We could probably get our apartment done today, actually, with these rolls. Let's try it. 50 positive, 50 neutral. Positive. Wait, can we get it? Show me. No, negative. After many hours, you still can't find the source of a leak in the outer wall. You give it up for now, exhausted. Dang it. Okay, well, let's go deliver more stuff, because we know this will get us 1 energy at least. It didn't give us 1 energy. Okay. Sleeper. You see Fang coming out the corridor as you step out of Minji's, the kelp noodle smell still clinging to your clothes. He comes up fast and stops close, looking around suspiciously. I don't have long. Take these. Fang palms you a couple of those metal thumb drive sized... Wait. Fang palms you a couple of those metal thumbnail sized drives. Ripper worms. My slate has been buzzing like crazy. It seems your delivery shifts have turned up 2 of our targets. He squeezes your shoulder. I knew you could do it. Now we nail those snakes. I'm ready. Good to hear it. He smiles. Hardin's boys are all connected by some kind of closed network. You break the access protocols on both of them, you should be able to gain the location of the nearest network ports. Slot the Ripper Worms into those ports, 1 each, and they'll feed me anything and everything stored on Hardin's shadow network. He smiles. Can't wait to see what juicy plans they have in there. You hear the scuff of boots as a group comes up the corridor, likely on their way to place an order with Minji. You turn around for a second, and when you look back, Feng is already halfway down the corridor in the opposite direction. He raises a hand in farewell, and is gone. You run your fingers over the tiny Ripperworm drives in your pocket, and smile to yourself as you wonder how mad Jenna will be at Feng for this little excursion. Hey, time to slot some worms. Okay, sounds good. So then, follow-up question: where do the worms go? Have an age. Who is this? Have an age. So like, oh, here it is. Harden agent. You remember the guy who lived here? He didn't tip. Time for him to see the consequences. Okay, so we need a 5. We need a 6. Okay, we have a 6. The security protocols on this agent are serious stuff. What are Hardin's collaborators up to? Okay, 6 we can do. Let's do that now. Data extracted. Hardin agent port unlocked. Oh, Hardin agent port. There it is. Slotting the Ripper Room means a whole load of data on Hardin's activities for Fang. Sounds good. Here you go, Fang. Enjoy, please. The worm begins tearing through the data cache, spinning out a thread to Fang's terminal. Yes, enjoy, please. Enjoy your meal. Okay, let's get some food. 15 is fine. For 3, that's fine. Okay. End cycle. We're cooking, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're doing well. Oh, we got a ton of 1s. That's nice. Well, normally it's not, but for now it's good because that means we can have data. Oh no, we needed 2s for Habit Age. Okay, we can hack yet again, I think. Yeah, yet again is 1. Let's hack that. We get double data, baby. So we get 2 for that. Harden agent needs a 5. We do have the 5. Hold on, let's take a second before we do that. Let's grab all the yet again agents. Bypass, extract. Let's go. Double data is so good. Have an age, okay. Okay, so how much data do we have now? Oh, we only have 4. I thought we had 5. Because what does this give us with 5? Stabilizer for 5. That's so good. Oh no, but there's no more yet again. There's only a Harden. Bummer. Okay, well, that's alright. Let's do this. Because we do have the 5, so we can match this. Bypass. And then we'll Ripper Worm this guy. Haha. Get absolutely wormed. The worm makes a little nest among the agent's data. Enjoy your stay, little friend. Boom. Get wormed. Now we can talk to Fang. As you walk into the TEM board, you quickly spot Fang arguing with Jenna. Approach. Why not? You come up behind Fang and he turns and notices you. Jenna stops mid-tirade as you approach. She turns to you. You again? You here to vouch for this layabout? Not really. Stay silent. Your silence feels long in the echoey temple. Fang starts to speak, but Jenna cuts him off. Forget about it. You're done, Fang. Jenna turns on her heel and walks away to the bar. Fang turns to you. Could have done with you getting here a minute or so ago. He glances back at Jenna. Well, either way, it looks like I'm fired. Good news is that it doesn't look like I need the job anyway. Yeah, well, you're kind of done here. He takes out his slate, pulsing with pale light. Now let's take a look at what you're really here for. The slate is a whirring mess of code strings, coming direct to the Ripper Worms as they dig through the agent's data and spin it into threads for the slate to pick up. Anything good? Fang scrolls the display with a finger. A lot of junk, a lot of dull as hell message threads, a lot of tedious data caches, but... Fang's eyes flash. Definitely some good stuff. He stops the screen scrolling on an entry and expands it. Check this out. Fang shows you the screen. You see a bold corporate logo, not Solheim's, and a word below. Conway, Fang says. He's working with Conway. Conway? Conway Extractions. They're an automated extraction corporation, the biggest. They run drone mining, colony reclamation, massive salvage jobs. He's been speaking with them personally. Got a whole chain of messages here, but it's mostly encrypted or redacted. He rubs his head. Damn it. This is juicy, but we can't nail him with it. He scrolls some more. Wait. What's this? A wasteland reclamation facility? Right here in the eye. He glances at you. What's the bet this place is tucked into the wastes? The wastes? It's the section of the eye Erling cut to... It's the section of the eye Erling couldn't reclaim. It was too damaged. It was too cut off. Back before the collapse, people would have got there by going down to the connected spoke from the hub. But that spoke's broken now, so the only way is a long way. Around the rim, past the greenway. He shows you on his slate. Feng looks away, thinking. Conway have been making moves on this system since the collapse. I wonder if they took over one of Solheim's old belt colonies a while ago, moved everyone out, and reclaimed the whole rock. What's their angle? Hardin has to be offering them something. Feng looks back at the screen. But if Hardin's involved in it, we need to check it out. Simple as that. This is a wild goose chase. No, that's mean to say to our friend. What's next? Feng stares out into the middle distance. We have to get to that facility. The answer to whatever Hardin has been prepping, been planning, it has to be there. We're gonna catch him in the act. Give me 5, maybe 6 cycles, and then I'll see you on the greenway. I seem to remember there's some old service docks on the outer shell up by the Haifa building. Should be a good place to meet. Feng squeezes your shoulder. Thanks again, Sleeper, for sticking with us. I haven't forgotten about that tracker of yours either, but I'm gonna need to be back at my bay to pull a solution together. He turns the slate around to face you, showing a massive scrolling code. I've been working on a fix in my break. He winks. Feng grins. See you soon, Sleeper. And he walks out of the door of the timber without looking back. Okay, I was kind of iffy on Feng, but I feel like he's a homie, so we're cool now, Feng. You've convinced me. Crack Conway. Feng has located a Conway facility buried deep in the wastes. He needs your help to crack it and expose Hardin. Sounds good. Yeah, you know what? We're cool, man. We're cool. You scrapped? No. Okay. Let's hold on to our upgrade point. $50 neutral, 50 negative. I don't think I can do that. Dang, so we have to spend our 1 on an actual thing. Which means it's gonna go terribly. Spoke climber. Danger and risky. Okay, let's do neither of those. Maybe we just sunbathe with this. Something calm and normal. We could use some food. Let's eat. Yum 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 yum. Delicious fungus. Oh, I guess we don't need to sunbathe then, actually, if I did that. I didn't think about that. Bar shift? I don't know. I guess the one is kind of rough. Okay, bar shift seems pretty safe. Like, it says risky, but what's the worst that could happen? Negative, minus energy, plus 10 cryo. Eh, that could have been worse. Because it cost us 5 to get a cryo, so that's fine. Okay. So this day, I really want to finish the apartment so we can get better sleep, I assume is what that does. Got some 2s, that's big. Ooh, 2233 is rough though. Okay. Well, let's do the 2s. So that'll be Heaven Age agents. Steal their data. We do get double data. Okay, so what we can do with that is we can immediately go turn it in. What is it? Oh, Sabine. Sabine's here. We should talk to Sabine. Okay. Okay, let's talk to Sabine first. 4 cycles, Sabine said. And here you are, right on time with no sign of them. You wait a while in the apartment, the dread descending as the cycle spins onward. They should be here. Check the terminal. You check and double what? You check and double check the terminal for messages or recordings. Nothing. Just a pale glow. the silence. Check the door. You pace back and forth around the apartment, the rumbling of the station suddenly so present and loud. You go to the door and open it to an empty corridor. You close it again. Okay, I guess we're waiting. You try to settle down, to wait. You sit on the bunk and stare at the tiny room. Where the hell are they? A knock at the door. Stay still. Another knock. Open it? Oh. A figure stands in the door, and immediately you know that it is not Sabine. They are taller, sharper, and something in their face glints in the half-light. A dark shape, like a stubby baton, hangs loosely from their hand. Oh. Our local sleeper. Good to finally meet you. She steps into the apartment, glancing around with sharp eyes. And what, may I ask, are you doing here? She fixes you with a steady, unwavering stare. Nothing. She laughs. No need to get jumpy. We just need to discuss our mutual friend. She walks past you into the apartment, glancing around. We set them up here, you know. This place, it's one of ours. She picks up a glass from the dispenser and inspects it. People always seem to forget who put them where they are. She glances at you. And I suppose you are here to help. Where are they? I was hoping you would be able to help with that. She spins the baton in her fingers by her side, her eyes not leaving yours. We have a problem, you and I. It seems our friend has disappeared, left without even saying goodbye, which means they're in a little trouble now. But it's the kind of trouble that you need help for. So I thought I'd come down here and take a look at their little hidey hole, and here you are, the help. She looks through the detritus on the side. And what help? A sleeper, no less. Which I have to admit is a little surprising. It suggests to me that our friend hasn't been very honest with you either. What do you mean? Well, I'm sorry to report that before we got them set up here, Sabine was working for your owners. She pauses. SNR. A twist! Okay. I guess that makes sense. I think Sabine was the one who knew how to, like, deal with our condition when it was getting worse. So that makes sense that she has a history there. But unlucky. You blink hard at the news, unsure how to take it. Rabia looks away, waiting for a response. Stay silent. She crosses into the next room, and you follow silently. She sits at the terminal and touches her baton to one of the access ports. A spark. Then the terminal screen skips, encrypted folders emptying themselves before your eyes. In the flicker of files, you see SNR letterheads and code forms, reports laden with medical data marked with the corporate logo like the sigil of some cult. Rabia steps away from the terminal. Look all you want. Some of your files may even be there. The volume of documents is overwhelming, but they seem to be mostly reports on early emulation tests, surveys with sleeper candidates, reams and reams of usage data. If Sabine was an SMR employee, why did they help you? Rabia reaches over and places a vial of stabilizer on the desk, breaking your concentration. It shimmers in the screen light, its viscous, clear liquid crystalline within the glass. We will, of course, keep up the supply. We're more than able to dispense important medicines, even without the doctor. Hold it between your fingers, and for a tiny moment, you have the urge to crush this object for the power it has over you. I'll ask Toshiro to make those a little cheaper for you. He'll be running the surgery now. Rabia closes up the briefcase lab and holds it at her side. We have to retrieve our assets, of course, but I'm sure you understand. Rabia turns on her way out. There's no reason for us to be enemies, Sleeper. Come see me. I keep an office nearby. We have good work to do, you and I. Meet me there in a few cycles. She slips out silently into the corridor. You look around the apartment and feel the fear drain out of your body to reveal the tiredness beneath. Alright, before we move on, I just want to look at Rabia's character design. They are sick. Look at their... They have, I'm mostly just locked into this crystal arm. Like, what? Or is it... Oh, maybe it's not crystal. Maybe this is, like... Data? It's like a... No, there's stuff hanging off of it. There's a sticker on it. This is definitely crystal. So she's got a robot arm underneath with crystal outside. That's so sick. Alright, good for her. O to be a Rabaya myself. Rabaya's office. Rabaya appointment. A constant flow of people seem to be visiting Rabaya's office. You'll need to wait your turn. Huh. Okay. So, not Sabine. Yet again, dispensary. Gang-run drug dispensary. It's only 80 now. Toshiro now runs a dispensary out of the block. He eyes you as you approach, but there's no sign of Sabine. Okay, it is cheaper. That's nice. But I think we don't need to buy it from them, because we have this, where we can trade data. Oh, wait, this gives us a ship mind. That's also good, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. I appreciate what you presented, but I got nothing more to offer. Okay. Okay, we have a ship mind. That's great. The core of a ship AI, amputated and in hibernation. So now we can go here. Ankita gave you a stack of chits so you could acquire a ship mind for Amber. Better make sure to deliver. I got you. Here it is. You drop a huge cylinder onto the mess room table. Ankita can't hide her excitement. Wait. Ankita's a mercenary. Oh, I didn't realize that. Did we just get another upgrade? Oh, nice. We can... Ooh. Huh. I would rather have the Haggler. All car action discounted by 20%. I'd rather have that. And we can grab this one too. Why not? Okay, let's do that. Alright, Ankita, let's go. You drop the ship mine core onto the galley table with an emphatic bang. Ankita spins around for she's been poring over some documents on her slate. Holy shit, Sleeper. Did you actually land a hive mind? Ship mind? Sorry. She rushes over and hefts the huge cylinder, turn it back and forth. Well, shit, it might actually work. She smiles wider than you've ever seen. Where'd you get it? Trade secret. Alright, keep your secrets. As long as I have a ship mind, I'm happy. Ankita bangs on the galley wall. Hear that, Amber? The Sleeper got you a new ship mind. The sound echoes down the ship's passages. You have to admit, being in a small space with Ankita when she's this excited is a little intimidating. Oh, okay. Sorry. Ankita puts the ship mind back on the table. I'll start the process of fitting it as soon as I can. I might need your help with some of it. She heads back towards the counter to grab her slate. This isn't the only good news today either. Looks like my good karma is finally coming in. She throws the slate onto the table and spins it so you can see the screen. Take a look at this. You see a list of names and numbers. Nothing that exciting, along with what looks like a transit timetable. I found them. Found who? My crew. She points at a name on the list. Or, more specifically, Ashton Kaide. It was his pass that was used to access Amber and slice the ship mind. I thought he might have been killed or robbed, his pass stolen, but it turns out he crossed the Founders Gap the very next cycle. Founders Gap? That big rift in the station. You can't cross it without the Founders Ferry. She leans back in her seat. I know some of the crew over at the ferry, old mercs, used to run an outfit I worked with. I saw them in the Overlook, and they mentioned they saw Ashton crossing. I checked the manifest, and there he was. Looks suspicious. He hasn't said a word since the theft, and anyone wanting to hide out might go to the Greenway and go to ground. She flexes. You won't get far, though. There's no real docks out there. Only a couple of jetties in the waste. Alright, are we going after him? Not yet. First, I want to fit the ship mind. She pauses. But, maybe you could help me out. Where's this going? It's like this. I'll head over there, especially in Amber. No, it's like this. I head over there, especially in Amber. He'll spot me a mile off and go underground. He'll find a way to slip the station, or he'll bury himself so deep in the waste no one will ever find him. But you... Ashton doesn't know you. All I need for you is to go there and sniff around. Not at the commune, not the stacks. He will have gone to the edges, the margins, the wild places. That's what Ashton likes. You see him, you locate him, ping me on this. She hands you a calm earpiece. Seeing as this is merc work, I'll be happy to give you merc pay. She shifts in her seat. Thing is, I haven't got much left. So how about this? I tell the boys who run the fair to give you a discount. I know it's not much, but once I grab this coward, I'll pay up 200 cryo. Nothing less. What do you say? She meets your eye. Sure. 200 cryo sounds good to me. She gives you a heavy whack on the shoulder. Good. I owe you. She lifts the ship mine up on her shoulder with worrying ease. I'm gonna go get this fitted into Amber's core. Get any info? Any sense of where Ashton is hiding? Let me know. She goes to turn and then stops. And once again, Sleeper, thank you. I appreciate it. Ankita stomps off into the guts of Amber with the ship mine, leaving you in the galley. You glance around, a sudden, nervous energy descending on what's to come. You never thought you'd get work as a mercenary, but then again, seems like the eye is full of surprises. Cool. That's fun. Okay. Oh, wait. There's a ship here. Minus 20%, buy some scrap. Sure. Let's see what we get. We got a ship fragment. Ship mine fragment. Okay. What's one more? I kind of want to see if we get a mushroom out of this. No. We got scrap components. Okay, that's enough of that. I was kind of hoping we'd get a mushroom, but whatever. Okay, so... Oh, wait. It kind of feels like I have to go this way. And this costs... Oh, it costs 80 and I just spent... Oh! When you mention Ankita, the spacer selling passes smiles. They'll give you a discount on passage. I didn't... Okay, I should have not spent that money. Oops. And again, agent... No. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Let's see if we can get our apartment. If we're lucky, we can get it right now. Let's go! Neutral outcome! Okay. That means it's done? Question mark? Let's go! I got an achievement. Squatter's rights. Find a place and make it yours. Repaired unit. Let's go! What did that do for us? Wait, it's the same as before. That didn't change any. We completed the build a home quest. But I feel like it's the same. Oh. Feed a stray. There's signs that a stray animal has been nosing around near the unit. A handful of chits for some crackers to bring it out of hiding. Okay, well let's do that, because that feels like the only thing different. You buy the crackers from a shop unit downstairs and crumple them up into the tray. Something moves in the shadows. The stray. Wow, we got a cat. Okay, it was worth it then. I changed my mind. It was all worth it. I have no regrets about getting this apartment just for the cat. The stray hops up onto a work surface and looks out the unit's small window. It doesn't acknowledge your presence. It just sits there, beside the tray of crumbled crackers, staring out at the low end. What's this cat's story? Are there more on the station? You haven't seen another in the low end, but this vast megastructure, that means little. There could be a whole colony of cats like this down in the Warrens. You look at its sleek dark fur and sharp eyes. It doesn't look ragged. It looks at home. In fact, its presence in the unit makes you wonder if this is the stray's apartment, which you are squatting in. Let's not approach the stray cat. Let's watch it. Though the stray is looking out at the station, you feel its attention on you, waiting for you to spring your trap. You remain relaxed and watch as something flickers in its eyes, perhaps the reflection of a passing ship. The stray settles a little and starts eating, picking at the broken crackers. You don't remember ever having been this close to an animal. It triggers something in you. A recognition of a life, totally unlike your own, but still somehow connected, parallel, even interwoven. The stray licks crumbs from its fur. Were you born here? Wait, no, that's a... Do you like it here? The stray flicks their tail at the sound of your voice. It's hard to imagine the stray liking anything, or at least being vulnerable enough to admit it. But the stray's pleasure at existing here, in this place, shines through its every sinew. It's not that the stray is always happy on the eye, but that the stray is engaged by this place. It's alive here. You turn your eyes to the window, the one that the stray looks out of, and you both watch the stars and the ships together. You feel something pass between you and the stray. A kind of acknowledgement of each other. A sense that you might share something with each other. A point of connection. Aww. Then, all at once, the stray yawns wide, hops down from the unit, and brushes along your legs. And then it's gone. Out through the unit door, and back into the corridors of the low end. Well, that was nice. Got a little cat friend. We can do it again. If you buy the crackers and put them out, the stray will always come. That doesn't mean they like you, though. They are a cat, after all. That's so funny. Like, I could just keep doing that. Okay. I kind of do need the money, though, so let's not do that right now. We got some stuff from... yeah, we got some random stuff. So, scrap components, we can sell. 12 is good. You make some good cryo on the components, which moments later are being disassembled in front of you. So actually, that was enough. We have 80 now, so let's go buy this. Founders got for 80. Hope I didn't need that money for anything else. A heavily tattooed spacer takes your chits and tells you to prepare. She'll be waiting at the edge for your arrival. Cross to Greenway. Take the ferry across the Founders Gap to the Greenway. Wow! Greenway. As you step out into the passageway, someone barrels into you from behind, sending you tumbling down the corridor. You turn to see an unfamiliar spacer, laden with heavy gear. She steadies herself, staring you down as if daring you to respond. Stay silent? She adjusts a strap on her shoulder, barely giving you a second look before setting off down the corridor. I'm sorry for her. A second spacer smiles at you apologetically. She's on a mission, and when she's on a mission, they shrug. Not a problem. They smile. You're sweet. Peek! Esh stands further down the corridor, glowering at her friend. She chops at the air, pointing down the corridor to whatever end she's rushing to. Peek raises their eyebrows at you. Esh? Please? Do you want everyone on this station to hate us? Esh hardens. They want to hate us. Oh, they want to hate us? They can hate us. She drops her hip. I'm not exactly seeing much love as it is. We're lucky we got through before they set up that damn cordon. Cordon? Peek gestures in your direction. See, they don't even know what you're talking about. This station isn't Hawthorne. Not everyone has to follow some corporate protocol. Esh sighs. I'm not saying they're part of the administration. She jerks her head in your direction. But I am saying we need to get some supplies to the Briar before someone starts asking questions. The Briar? That's our ship, Peek explains. Peek? Esh rolls her eyes. What are you doing? Peek ignores her. We're with the refugees, the ones Heaven Age have cordoned off from entering the station. Esh interrupts. The ones that are being quarantined in makeshift vessels that barely made it to the eye to begin with. The ones that your station administrators have called an existential risk and are running out of supplies while their right to safety is being debated by people with no stake in their future. She quickly looks away, annoyed at her own outburst. Peek sighs. She's right. People are trapped out there, and they turn to Esh. We understand this is a big problem for the Eye. Hundreds of refugees and more ships turning up each cycle. They hold up a hand to stop Esh interrupting. But... Esh turns away, her burning anger a palpable force in the close quarters of the corridor. They need supplies, and after everything they've been through, the quarantine isn't helping. Peek finishes. That's terrible. Esh looks back at you, her fierceness fading. Peek, please. Esh gathers herself and the supplies. Esh, we need help. Just like the refugees needed us, we need others too. They smile at her. Peak turns to you. Come find us. The climbing briars docked at the broken spoke, past the greenway in the wastes. We have a good view of the cordon, though we are keeping our distance for now. Come help us. They squeeze your hand. Esh turns to leave and Peak follows, waving goodbye. A moment later, Esh shouts back down the corridor. Don't bother coming empty-handed. You want to help? Show us. Bring supplies or don't come at all. And with that, they disappear around the corridor. Esh already picking up speed as Peak calls for her to slow down. A refugee flotilla? Where are they coming from? And why now? Each time you think you begin to understand this place, something changes. Cool. Okay, interesting. So I like Peak and Esh. They seem interesting. So they are refugees from X location that we don't know. The Eye is having a crackdown because they don't want immigrants. Interesting. I wonder what the game is trying to say. But cool, I like that. I like Peak and Esh. So this is a new area. Wow. Okay, wastes we've heard them talk about. So this is how we get back. Greenway. Let's take a look. Okay, map the pathways. Rather than simply thrash through the underground, you might sketch a map of this overgrown jungle to better navigate its hazards. Exploring the Greenway is unlike any other place on the Eye. Its overgrown chambers defy mapping. Walk the Greenway. The simplest way to explore the Greenway is simply pick a path and set off into its twisting chambers and passages. This carries obvious risk. It does. It does indeed. Service dock. Derelict Greenway dock. Waiting for Fang. Why is it that you always have to wait for Fang? When is he going to be the one waiting for you? That's funny. Is that meta? Haifa Commune. Self-sustaining community. Work the canteen. Newcomers to the commune can work within the canteen, preparing and serving food for those that made the compound their home. Work the grow beds. The grow beds are at the heart of the commune, feeding the members and fueling their lab work. You're invited to assist in maintaining them. This is how we become a Haifa member. The only way to become part of the commune is to work your way in through long service. It isn't for everyone. I see. Okay, wild margins. Search for signals. Rather than hiking around the wilderness, you can make use of your skills, tap into the cloud, and find Ashton by his signals. Look for tracks. Look for tracks. Seems like the obvious way to track someone, but in this overgrown tangle, this simple task suddenly becomes difficult. Okay, this is how we find Ashton for Ankita. And then this is gather scrap. Out here at the edge of the habitable parts of the Eye, everything is scrap. The trick is finding components that are still usable and staying safe. Okay. Is there anything we can hack here? Greenway gates we can hack. Slot Greenway cipher. The entire Greenway is locked down, shrouded in a dark cloud of shifting currents. What's happening here? Interesting. Okay. And does it charge us to go back? I hope not. Take the ferry. Okay, so we can't just go back whenever we want. That's good to know. Because I think we're low on stuff. So let's go back. We'll explore the rest of this later. Because we don't have a ton of dye or energy. Okay, let's grab data while we can. Yet again, I think we need to have an age. Here's one. Okay, have an age, let's take some data. If we need to, we can sell it for money, but I don't think we need to. Actually, no, we have 0 money. Just kidding. We might need to. I totally forgot we have no money. Yet again, dispensary. Oh, we can still live in our shipping container for some reason. Why would we do that? Why wouldn't we just live here? Okay, let's feed the stray again. Nice. The stray crunches up the crackers as you watch. Sometimes he'll let you stroke them. Sometimes not. Okay, let's do Sunbathing? Okay, we got an energy. You take a few moments in the sun to boost your energy, but you get restless quickly. That's fine. I think that's still all good. Okay. I think we're making progress. It feels like it. It feels like we're getting a lot done, but I don't know if that's true. Oh. We are losing out on stuff and money. Oh. You miss me? Ethan smiles a ragged smile at you. No. Ethan is the bounty hunter who's hired by the company to come bring us in. You look at him. He's paler than usual and hunched. He's sporting a black eye and more than a few cycles of beard growth. That's no way to greet an old friend. Friend? Well, he pauses. Colleague? He smiles weakly. This is big. Really big stuff. About you. He seems more jittery than usual. On edge. Oh. Remember how SNRP canceled the contract on you? The contract I was gonna collect? I don't remember that, but I do now. I remember. Well, I'm guessing you were pretty happy about that shit. Overjoyed. Me? I lost everything, but let's not worry about that. He smiles sarcastically. And so, what'd you think? That was it? Stay silent. Well, it was. Except, Ethan leaves a dramatic pause. What if old SNR gave that bounty to someone else? Someone who's even more of a shithead than yours truly. He smiles darkly. What a disaster that would be. You're bluffing. Sure, you could think that. But then you'll wake up, or not, with a bullet in your head one of these cycles. And if you could think, which you won't be able to because of the bullet, you'd be thinking, oh, I wish I listened to old Ethan. He grins. Ethan fishes around his pocket for a slip of paper. I've been speaking to some friends, you see, some colleagues, about what went down. And it turns out SNRP canceled all their bounty contracts. The whole lot. It seems they've brought someone in-house. Someone who did so well on their last contract, they got offered a job. He leans in. Apparently, he made a hit on this ship called, the Winter Wonderland or something. It was smuggling sleepers out from under SNRP's big corporate nose. He killed the crew and blew the ship. Ethan whistles. They called him, Hemwick or Maywick or something. He gives up looking for the paper. I forget. Why are you telling me this? Because I'm your friend, Ethan says, looking you in the eye. And friends help each other out. Ethan runs his hands through his greasy hair. Now, given this new information I've brought to light, it seems like you were in need of protection. Wait for the pitch. I, meanwhile, am in need of assistance in kind. Turns out I upset some people at the compressor the last time we were there. The owners. And they say they'll space me unless I work off the debt. Seems they're that kind of businessman. He grimaces. I would pay them, but, He shrugs, and turns his jacket pockets inside out in a mime of poverty. He looks pitiful, even more so for his clownish acting. Then work it off. You should be glad. The anger rising in him now. That I came here and told you this. You think anyone is looking out for you? You're a contract, a name on a list. He kicks the wall. Ethan rubs his temples. I'm sorry, he hisses. Sorry for being a shit, sorry for trying to kill you, sorry for whacking that thick skull of yours. He sighs. You think I want to go up against this guy? But us? He jabs a finger between the two of you. We don't have a choice. So you keep me from getting killed, I'll do the same for you. We can help each other. A straight 50-50 deal. He looks at you. I'm not asking for a favor. Fine. Ethan smiles. He looks like shit, warmed up. He pauses. Just think about Maywick. Think about that cold-eyed SNR shit on his way here from the core systems. He smiles. And that should give you the motivation you need. Ethan swaggers off down the corridor, throwing his jacket over his shoulder. Can't wait to be working with you, he shouts. Okay, we just got coerced. Let's go. What can we do? I feel like that was... He kind of did have us in a unwinnable position. But we did definitely get coerced there. Work the back. Wash up. Stock check. Cleaning prep work. Back work at the compressor is all bad smells, flickering lights, and hard scrubbing. Turns out the compressor's owners are local gangsters. Now Ethan has to work off his debt if he wants to keep breathing. Or work the front. Working the door, taking deliveries, staffing the bar. Front work at the compressor is a cocktail of shouted orders, alcohol, and violence. Okay, none of it is fun. All of it is bad. So we have to work off Ethan's debt eventually. Okay, interesting. We also need money. We could sell the ship mine fragment. I hope we don't need that later, but I think we need money more. We can also sell data. We got 30 for that. That's not bad. The acquisition officer takes the fragment with an approving nod. This will keep the shipyard running. Okay. Actually, we have one. Let's take some yet again data. And then we can sell it if we need to. Because I think we can sell it to this person for a stabilizer. Stabilizer's good. That's like 100. That's worth 80 bucks. So that's pretty good. That's enough for now, Sleeper. I have other things to attend to. Okay, so that's good. We have some extra data. We could sell it. Okay. Let's try working the front. Let's do some compressor core work. Negative outcome. Oh, unlucky. You get put on the door despite your process and end up in the middle of a fight between two drunk spacers. Ethan drags you out. Well, okay, not great, but got started on something. What was this? What is the plus side to finishing this? Let's try it. Let's climb this boat. Negative outcome again. A passageway spirals you around the spoke in a wide curve, and the process is exhausting. Finding a way back makes things worse. Oh man. Okay. Alright, fine. Let's go buy some food then. Luckily, we sold that other thing, so we can buy this. Okay. Cool, we're back. And let's sleep. Maywick. Oh, Ethan says Maywick is on their way. You need to leave the station, get protection, or disable your tracker before they arrive. Oh, I see. Disable your tracker seems like the most doable out of those. Okay, let's feed the stray. Because why not? The stray crunches up the crackers as you watch. Sometimes let you stroke them, sometimes not. Okay. Yeah, end the cycle. I think when we get down to 2 die, we should use the stabilizer, but otherwise we're kind of wasting it. Okay. Maywick is on his way. So he is. He is indeed. Our rolls not as good. We were doing better in the beginning. Okay, let's talk to Rabaya. As you approach the address Rabaya gave you, a heavy hand falls on your shoulder. What's your business here? The enforcer grips your shoulder, giving a hint of the strength her implants gave her. As you turn, you can see the same subsidiary eyes as Rabaya and Toshiro, glinting like mirrors on her cheeks. Gia, please. The sleeper is here at my invitation. At Rabaya's command, the hand immediately loosens, and an apologetic, replaces the scowl on Gia's face. Of course, Rabaya, I'm sorry. Rabaya waves her away. Don't you worry, I appreciate your protective instincts. She smiles at the enforcer. How about you head to the tambour? They have a delivery coming and they'll need some help with the lifting. Gia nods and walks away. So, Sleeper, you came. I'm glad. It didn't feel like an offer. I'm sorry for that. She smiles a tight smile. You have to understand, finding you there in Sabine's unit, I wasn't sure where we stood. There are more than a few people on the station who would rather I was dead. I had to be sure you weren't one of them. I wish you no harm, even though I was definitely selling your data. I'm glad. Rabaya begins walking, and gestures for you to walk with her. She takes you down the staircase into the bustling walkways of the low end. What do you know about yet again? You run the low end. She laughs. That sounds impressive. We run out of the low end, yes. We don't run it. People with carts push past, moving crates of supplies around the thin and winding passages. Our reputation is one that implies threat. Is that fair to say? We're framed as aggressors, parasites, criminals. She gestures around at the people in the passageway. When was the last time you saw a lawmaker on the eye? A policeman? Who makes the laws here? No one. That's true. The eye is lawless, so it's up to us all to make it work. But I don't imagine you think that's a good thing. If you would spend your time in the low end, maybe your opinion of us would be different. This is our place, our people. The low end was empty in Erlin's time. They didn't need to house thousands, and keeping the yards and the rotunda safe was work enough. No, the low end was reclaimed later, when the refugees started arriving. Rabaya meets your eye. The collapse didn't just happen here on the station. When Solheim collapsed, the entire system felt it. Colonies were abandoned. The moons of Ember and Cinder suddenly gained independence overnight. Some took advantage, some tried to hold it together, some fled. The Eye became a refuge, and Erlin, to his credit, extended an open hand to everyone. But many within his organization disagreed, and those new arrivals weren't as simple to corral as they hoped. Rabaya leads you through a small market hall busy with small stalls and traders. Erlin's unit was made of workers, administrators, people who were malleable and already organized into hierarchs and networks. The refugees came from different factions and families, were scared, injured, desperate. Conflict was inevitable. Yet again is a child of that conflict, a child born out of the need for us to stand up and claim our future, to provide security, strength. People call us a gang, but we're a community. I take my position as lieutenant seriously, and from my birth, I've worked to earn it. Rabaya catches herself before she raises her voice any further, and you both walk in silence for a while among the smells and textures of the low end. You start to wonder if this place could be a home for you, too. Where's Sabine? Rabaya sighs and takes a moment to answer. I told you, Sleeper. They've gone, and we do not know where. I understand Sabine must have told you about their debt to us, but that was an agreement entered into willingly, and it benefited them greatly. I'll be honest with you, Sleeper. I was never comfortable having Sabine as part of Yadigan. An ex-corporate employee? Goes against our nature. But their deal was with Yannick. I kept my distance, made sure Sabine had their surgery, kept it supplied. That was all. But I cannot allow people to go back on the promises they've made to us. Yadigan has not lasted this long because it's a charity. We offer and ask support. Any betrayal will be treated as an attack. Who's Yannick? Yannick? One of the heads of Yadigan. They guide us. He's the newest to be elected, but he's an elder. Sabine found something, or I don't trust any of them. Okay, Sabine found something. Please, I don't want to hear their accusations. They only wanted to escape their debt. They would have said anything. But where are they now to stand behind their claims? True. You realize that Rabaya has led you in a loop, and together you both come back up a staircase to the walkway where you met. You're free to go, Sleeper. I've said what I wanted to say. She looks out through the windows of the walkway. I would protect this place with my life, as it has protected me. I want to make that clear. She turns back. However, if you too wish to come under his protection, I can help you. Return here if you wish, and there will be tasks for you to complete. You'll be able to see yet again, see the low end, with your own eyes, not as others frame us. As for Sabine, she pauses to consider her words. I will not ask you to betray them, but if they contact you again, consider their motivations carefully. And with that, Rabia leaves, slipping back into her office while you stare out at the countless units, each a home, each a story, that make up the low end. Cool, that's interesting. So it is they're misunderstood. We thought they were just a gang, but they are in fact their own little community. That's kind of nice. I like that. Okay. Meanwhile, what else should we be doing here? Okay, what is Patrol the Ward? Yet again perform many roles, from protection to logistics and everything in between. You never know what we might have to face on patrol. Okay. Yet again operates on an in-kind basis, you're told, and tithes of goods or services must be collected in exchange for protection and administration. So they still do gang things, but they are not a gang, according to them. Interesting. I like that. That seems nuanced, which is kind of cool. Okay, so it says that we have to not get... Well, obviously we don't want to get caught by what's-his-face. And one of the ways to do that is to not get tracked. So I think we should... Oh, no, this... Oh, Fang, we need time. We have to wait for Fang. Okay. But I think Fang is our best bet. In the meantime, let's track Ashton. Let's tap into the cloud to find Ashton by his signals. Negative outcome again. It's literally 25%. Stop. The moment you tap into the cloud, you are locked into a trance. You wake hours later, images of glowing things etched in your mind. Stop it with the 25% negative. So rude. Okay. Let's go buy some food. We'll come back. Emphys, I'm hungry. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of hungry in real life. All right, let's keep going for a little while, but I might end today a little bit early just because I am quite hungry. Okay, let's look for tracks this time. Oh no, the other one is better for us. Okay, 25% positive, 50 neutral, 20% negative. We've got negative a bunch, so let's get not negative here. Oh, come on! Negative alcohol. Are you kidding me? Oh, I don't even know for food anymore. That's so unlucky. Not orange green again. My nightmare orange green. Okay, whatever. Okay, so then let's feed the stray. We have enough money for that. Okay, stray's fed. Okay, sunbathe. Positive outcome, thank you. Okay. And then we sleep, I guess. Okay. Declining. Ooh. Double twos. Not great, not great. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's go get some data from Heaven Age agents. That's a 2. And then I think we just have to sell it. We have like no money now. But having the double data is really nice. So it should sell for a lot. Who wanted Heaven? It was someone in here. Okay, tea house. Haven't aged data. Here you go. 10 cryo. Oh, that's actually not very much. Let's sell all but one of them. Okay. So now we have 51. So we got some money. We can buy food. Okay, buy food. This is gonna be kind of a nothing day. Feed the cat. Inject stabilizer. Okay, body repaired. So then tomorrow we'll have 5 die. And I think we really need that to get anything done now. Oh, incredible rolls. Okay, that's good. That's good. Let's go get some stuff done then. We finally got good rolls. Cross the Greenway. Yeah, let's go get some stuff done. What is the most difficult thing we have right now? I don't really want to map the Greenway. Do I care? Commune. That's too much. Okay, margin. I think we want to do this. Okay, search for signals. Let's get Ashton. 3. This one. How much does this do? 2. Okay. So if we do this one more time, that's 3. Okay, we got it. You notice a spike of activity. A vast transfer of information is taking place. What is happening out there? All right, so we got Ashton. The trail ahead extends deep into an overgrown section of the Greenway. At this far end of the ring, where the long, lazy curve of the Greenway becomes the shattered landscape of the wastes, things are oddly quiet. Ahead stands a vast farm stack, broken from its axis by rust or force, and lying amongst the overgrown landscape like an ancient temple. It is stained with moss and algae, flows of green running out from its broken tanks like a frozen, brackish tide. This is where Ashton is hiding. You're pretty sure. All your intuition points to the shadows beneath this collapsed superstructure. You roll the comm headset Ankita gave you in your palm. Call Ankita or go alone. Let's call Ankita. You slip the headset into your ear and it fizzes with static. After a few moments, you hear Ankita. Sleeper, have you located the target? A doubt enters your mind. Can you be sure he's here? Oh. I don't know. I guess I can't be sure he's here, but... I trust. Yeah, come here. Come now. Copy. Hold tight until I get there. The static cuts out. The channel dead. You hold your position and watch the trail. Ahead, the stars wheel with the motion of the eye, and your mind wanders. You try to imagine what this place looked like before the collapse. All ordered rows of crops, corporate pleasure gardens, glowing farm stacks. Now it's a wilderness, a strange overgrown biosphere bordered by the void of space. You smile. Despite everything, seems like an improvement. Hey, Undertale, how's it going? Oh, hi, Smoog. I say unenthusiastically because I'm here. Wait, why would that be unenthusiastic? Well, hi, Undertale, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming by. Why is that unenthusiastic? Alright, let's keep going. Sleeper! Ankita's hiss brings you out of your reverie. He in the collapsed stack? I think so. She gives you a look. You better be right. Well, there's no way I'm following that trail. If he's up there, he'll have eyes on that for sure. She glances around the landscape. Let's keep to the undergrowth. Work our way around. She heads off towards the central spine of the Greenway, with you following close behind. It's slow going there, where the overgrowth meets the metal wall, but it is so concealed that you can barely see the glass roof high above. Ankita somehow knows where to go. Gang, I expanded my music taste to drill rap. What is drill rap? I don't know what that is, Undertale. What's drill rap? Okay, meanwhile, Ankita works her way through dense undergrowth, pushing aside branches and fronds. It is exhausting, and you desperately want to rest, but Ankita shows no signs of letting up. Up ahead, there's a faint glow from the collapsed stack. Ankita leads you around the side to a broken tank. You both step through the opening, trying to avoid the broken glass that sits among the moss and algae. You work your way up the slanted tank, Ankita setting a deliberate pace. Somewhere, water drips, and you swear you hear birdsong. Hanging plants catch the light, coating the place in a pale and sickly green. Uneducated. Wait. You can't say that you expanded your music taste to a new thing and then call me out for not knowing what it is. That means you until recently also did not know what it is. That's not. I contest that. I challenge you, Undertale. I say no. But to be fair, I am uneducated because I still don't know what that is. So actually, you make a good point. But I still challenge that. Ankita reaches the edge of the tank where it meets the central drum and holds up a hand for you to stop. You inch forward and look over the edge. The vast drum is like a sister, with plants growing on all sides and wet, mossy islands at its base. It's beautiful, and for a moment you can't see anything but tones of green. Then you see the sleeper. Oh. In a faint circle of light descending down through the drum, the sleeper lies slumped at an odd angle. They are surrounded by crates, and beside them on one of the mossy islands, there's an object. A cylinder set on a tarp. It's connected to the sleeper's head. You flinch. Oh, her crew member's a sleeper? That's interesting. I knew what it was, I just didn't listen to it. Oh. Okay, I guess that's fair, actually. You make a good point. I don't know what it is. What is drill rap? Can you explain it to me, Undertale? Are they one of the others? One of the ones that escaped with you? You squint, trying to recognize them. They're twisted, broken open. It's all wrong. You look away. Ankita doesn't look at you. She doesn't look at the sleeper. She fixes her eyes on the object. That's Amber's ship mind, she says. And you suddenly recognize the cylinder. Wait. You turn to Ankita to speak, but she's already gone. She drops off the edge of the tank and lands on one of the mossy islands, her armor letting out a hiss as it absorbs the impact. Uneducated. Well, okay, well, I'm requesting education. Is it not allowed then? The shot hits her shoulder piece, the ceramic armor cracking, but holding as she braces the impact. Then she launches herself forward, the now activated armor launching her across the drum. Another shot goes wide before she reaches the cover of the crates beside the sleeper. Shit. You hear the shout from one of the tanks high on the far wall. Ankita reaches over and grabs a hand around the thick connection between the ship mine and the sleeper. What is she doing? You better come down here, or I'll rip this right out of your head. Right out of their head. She screams at the wall of tanks. You shiver at the suggestion. Stop! Quiet, sleeper! Ankita shouts. Okay, drill rap, a subgenre of hip-hop originated in Chicago, known for its dark and ominous sound, often incorporating violent lyrics and themes. It's characterized by confrontational lyricism, gang rivalries, and real-life conflicts, sometimes referencing murder. Drill music is considered a form of creative expression and escapism for young people facing violence in the communities, according to the Children's Society. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Very interesting. Thank you for letting me know. See, now I am not uneducated. I have become the educated one. But thank you. Okay, good to know. That's cool. I'm glad that you found a new thing to enjoy. A shot rips through the moss behind you, filling your vision with green. The shooter must be somewhere on the other side of the tank. Do that again, and I swear to God I'll tear their head off, Ankita shouts to them. Sleeper, you stay down. There's a long pause. All you can hear is the dripping of the water running down the walls of the drum. Then Ashton calls out. I'm coming down, Ankita. Don't do anything stupid, for God's sake. He appears at the far side of the drum, stepping through the shallow water, rifle raised above his head. Drop the gun, Ankita shouts. He throws it down on the moss. As you lean out to watch, you see him catch your eye, blocking your presence. What are you up to here, Ashton, you sicko? She stands, keeping her sight on trained at his head. You ripped my ship mind for what, some freakish experiment? Ashton approaches with shaking hands, his eyes now fixed on the connecting bundle of wires that Ankita still has a hold of. Steady, Ankita. It isn't like that. I needed the ship mind. You have to understand, they would have died without it. What are you talking about? I don't give a shit why you ripped my ship mind and crippled my ship. I should put you down right now. She tightens her grip on the connection. Typical of you, Ankita. No curiosity. Ashton smiles shakily. That's why I never asked for it. For your help. You only look out for yourself. He nods at you. That sleeper up there. They're just bait, right? Draw me out. Ankita sucks a breath in. Are you trying to give me more reasons to shoot you? I love them, Ankita. Ashton looks at the crumpled sleeper. I love them, and they knew they were gonna die. I knew you would never understand that. He starts closing the gap between himself and Ankita now, slowly inching forward. Don't do that, Ashton, Ankita snarls. Don't do that. Let the wires go, Ankita. Let us go. If you don't, then get out of my way. He inches closer. Please. I can't let you take it, Ashton. Ankita hardens her stare. You stole it from me. You left me for dead. She shakes her head. You think I'm gonna trust you? After all that? I need it, Ankita. I need them to survive. Ashton is in reach of the sleeper now, of Ankita. I'm gonna take them now, Ankita. He raises a hand. I'm gonna take the ship mind and go. Ankita loosens her grip on the connection a little. Her hand is shaking now. Stop, Ashton. She lowers the gun a little. Stop. Seeing her drop her guard, he makes his move. A blur of movement, a struggle, a shot. Another. You recoil back towards the edge as they ricochet around the inside of the drum, the sound deafening you. When you crawl back to the edge, Ashton is bleeding into the water, the red and the green. Ankita is standing at the center of the drum, the severed connection in her hand. The water drips endlessly. Drip after drip after drip. You force yourself to look at the broken sleeper. There's no sign of life, of humanity. They're just another broken object among other broken objects, while all around living things grow and thrive. Ankita finally looks up back towards you, tears in her eyes. She begins to say something that might be sorry, but you're already gone. Oh, I super shouldn't have brought Ankita. I didn't know. I don't know. She seemed fine. I super should not have brought her to that. Dang. That is a shame. Wait, there's a ship here? Oh, this is the... Oh, wow. Oh, this goes out really far. I didn't even look at this before. Okay, so... Yeah, bummer. Okay, meanwhile, top 5 are King Von, Eazy-E, Tupac, NLE Choppa, Kanye. Kanye, but is now Ye. We don't like Ye. I see. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know. I'm not huge on rap. I like rap a lot. Sorry. So let me be clear. I enjoy rap, but I just haven't listened to much. I started listening to a lot more Kendrick after the Super Bowl thing, so I've been all in on Kendrick stuff. But a lot of the other rap I'm just not as familiar with. So sounds good, Undertale. I trust that those are good picks. Except for maybe Kanye. But you did specify that it is now Ye and we don't like Ye. So fair enough. But yeah, I don't know anything about the music there, so I can't really provide opinions, but I'm happy for you that you found something you enjoy. Okay, let's look at the climbing briar real quick. Welcome to Episode Flux. Wait, what? Oh, is this DLC? Episode Flux is the first of 3 episodic updates to the Citizen Sleeper, telling the story of the refugee flotilla, which has arrived at the Eye. All 3 episodes, Flux, Refuge, and Purge, are now available. Completing the supply grill will be in the episode, but it's intended for... Oh, wait, no. Completing the supply girls action will begin the episode, but be aware that this is intended for late game play. Oh, I do have the perfect amount of drills for this. But okay, good to know. I am not in late game play, I believe. I actually don't have I don't know if I am or not. I might be, but I feel like I'm not. Okay, let's try gathering scrap. Just to see what happens. It's only a 25% chance of negative. Oh my god. My luck is so bad. Okay, great. So, alright, so there was a 25% of negative. We hit those. Cool, whatever. This, game, there's a 25% chance of positive also. Like you could do that. That would be cool. I wouldn't, I would complain way less if you did that. Like, that would have been neat. But, okay, fine, whatever. Okay, let's do free spoke. I don't really remember what this is even. So this is guaranteed positive. Let's grab that. Spoke climber. Okay, only one more. All right, feed the cat. Nice, cat fed. 2003 to 2010 is good Kanye because that's the graduation trilogy. I trust you. I don't really know anything about it, but I trust that you are correct. Okay, we are starving. Let's get food, I guess. Yeah, let's grab that. Okay, now we should be able to talk to... What's his face? Fang. I think it said there was 1 day left yesterday. Yeah, here he is. Wait, is this Ankita? It is Ankita. Ankita's away. Amber is docked here at a rickety old jetty, but she's sealed up. A note says, "Sleeper, stay. I'll be ready soon." Okay, so the Ankita storyline still is going. That's interesting. Let's talk to Fang. When you enter the service dock, Fang is already set up, crouched over stacks of equipment. He's leaning over a terminal, bathed in a blue glow. He looks totally at home. Sleeper! Hey, what do you think? Turns out not everyone in Heaven Age is set against me. A couple of my old system pals managed to shiv me some of my old gear. He gestures at the pile of blinking hardware. Nice kid. Fang does a mock bow. Alright, any updates? Fang beckons you over. He has a set of scans of the waste on his terminal with heat maps of activity overlaid. A chunk of the derelict rim is blotchy and bright red and orange marks. Does this look like a wasteland to you? Fang shakes his head. There's hundreds of Conway machines out here, all lined up in concealed hangars, and a whole underground facility to support them. Hardin's got a crew out there putting them together. They must have shipped them in piece by piece through the shipyard, ready for assembly out here. Why? They are planning something. No one needs hundreds of heavy-duty reclamation drones to run this kind of operation. Maybe Hardin masked this whole thing up as an effort to clean up the wastes. But there's no way this is about pulling scrap off the eye. Fang looks worried. And why is Conway in the mix? I bet no one in Heaven Age knows another corporation is setting up on the station. They aren't stupid either. These scans are the best info I can get. The wastes are cut off from the eye's cloud of networks, and the Greenway is a total dark zone. No data can come in or out. Can't hack them? Can't from here. He turns and winks. That's why I'm gonna pay them a visit. How? You forget. Haven Age come in and out of there all cycle. I should be able to get in, as long as no one I know sees me. He grimaces playfully. But I need you on the outside to help disable security systems and cut me a pathway through. There's no cloud access, but if I can get inside, I can open up a node in their network and we can work in tandem. It's a massive facility buried down deep there. Miles of corridor and ventways wrapped around cargo bays and hangars, so it'll take more than a few cycles to work through it. But as long as you keep them off my back, I know what I can rip to get what we need out of there. He pulls a handful of ripper worms from his pocket and hands them to you. These are the last of my little helpers I managed to salvage, so make them count. I modified them slightly. This time they'll feed their data threads back into the system they are already tunneling into, creating a nasty little feedback loop. We run it just like we did with the agents. Hack the nodes I pinged to locate the ports for the security system, then slot the worms in the systems and let them go to town. He points to a fuzzy silhouette of the buried facility on the terminal. Here's the entryway. This is where you can get access and slot the first worm. That'll fry the perimeter systems and get me past the first cordon. What I need from you is to keep your eyes on the facility after you kick things off. You see me pop up a security system, a server bank. You need to break in and slaughter Ripper to disable it as soon as you can. If I don't... Fang gives you a hard look. You miss the system? You wait too long? They are gonna find me. Simple as that. He claps you on the shoulder. I need you focused on this one, so I'm gonna go let you fire the starting gun. I won't go until you slot that first worm. I'll leave a tracker running on the terminal here, so come back here if you want to see my progress. He affectionately pats the top of the screen. It sounds risky. Risky? This is audacious, at least. He grins. Wouldn't be worth it if it wasn't. Fang gets up. It's all in place. You just need to make your own preparations, then slot that worm. He stretches. Just don't wait around too long. I'm getting bored of all this sneaking around. Once I'm inside, I'll get the proof we need to end this whole thing, no matter what. He crouches to check the terminal. We can't take longer than 6 cycles on this thing. Remember that. He stands up. Oh, and one last thing. He lowers his voice. If I get caught, or you can't reach me, or we run out of time, there's one thing I need you to do. What? You take whatever I've managed to pull at that point, all that data, and you slot that stuff straight into the relay that I've set up here. He points to a pile of servers and terminals hooked into the dock with cables as thick as your arm. I repurpose the dock's SOS broadcast system to beam out whatever you put into it. Anyone with a terminal, a slate, or a server on the eye will see it. That means Havenage, yet again, the hub, everyone. No matter what, Hardin isn't snaking away this time. He grins. I got a bit more to do here, but the moment you slot that first worm, I'll make my move. He gives you a parting smile and turns back to the terminal. The nerves hit as you make your way out of the service dock. Time to prepare yourself. Okay. I mean, I've just, what am I prepping? I feel ready. I think we should just go for it. Oh wait, this isn't it. Where is it? Wait, what? Gather scrap. Wait, where do I do this? Maybe I shouldn't do this, is what that means. I don't remember where I was supposed to do this. Oh no. He gave his whole, like, inspiring thing, too. Oh, I just wasn't paying it. Oh, I wasn't paying close enough attention. Oh no. Oh, wait. Read my gate? Oh, Conway access. Here we go. Slotting this first worm will allow Fang access into the facility. You'll need to be able to give this all your attention. I'm ready. Let's do it. I've got good rolls today, too, so all my attention is going in here. The worm tunnels in and starts looping the data through the node. The Conway facility opens up to you. Godspeed, Fang. As you slot the worm, a thread jumps out of the facility. It unspools in front of you, releasing its data like ink into water. Sleeper! Fang's voice crackles through. Moving in. Nodes, then ports. A whir of interference. Slot the worms. Nodes, then ports. Timer starts now. Stay safe. The thread dissipates. You're on your own now. Nodes, then ports. The node is linked to the outer security layer. Fang must be struggling to get through. Wow, that was lucky that it was match 3. That was lucky. Okay, F1 port located. The first layer of security, a ring of doors around the central facility. Time to open them up. The Ripper Worm creates its feedback loop, overriding the security system. Nodes, then ports. The inner S layer security is more complex. One access port won't be enough to locate the port. Okay, that one needs a 5. This one needs a 4. Ooh, I don't have a 4. Does that mean I just have to get lucky? Wait, does the 3 get added to make a 4? Oh, it doesn't. Both the S layer nodes need to be extracted before the port will open. Is there time? Oh no, I might have ruined this. But I just didn't have the rolls. That feels unfair. Is there any way to alter the roll? It has to be a 4. Okay. Okay, well, hopefully he's okay in one day, right? What is this? Ship mind. Buy a ship mine core. Paz claims the ship mine was salvaged from a Solheim executive yacht, which is why it costs so much. 240. Sell ship mined. Reminds you, any ship mine from the eye fetches lower price, 150. Export Matsutake. Paz knows a spacer who will take Matsutake out to the space Star Ward belt, but only in bulk. 80 cryo for 3 back. I don't even know how to get that. Is there a mushroom farm somewhere? Huh. I hope my friend doesn't die because I didn't have the perfect roll that he needed. He's probably fine. I'm gonna say he's fine. So what should I be focusing on here? Well, okay, let's see. Extract available. Use scrap components at home to repair condition. Oh. I guess we can get whatever this is. Various actions display potential positive and negative outcomes. Sure. Oh, I see. It does tell you what it could be. Oh, that's nice. Oh, got it. Okay, so then, Plus energy, minus energy. So we don't really need any of that. I see. Merchant freighter. Okay, well, let's just do what we can for the day. And then 19 cryo minus 11. Yeah, let's just do what we can for the day and then see if when we sleep, if our guy dies. I hope he doesn't. Yeah. Okay. Let's just play the stock exchange. 19 bucks is good. We gotta feed our cat. We'll do some sunbathing. Whatever. 25% negative, whatever. I don't care. Straight fed. Okay. End cycle? And then if we really need a 4. We really need a 4 here. Okay, we got a 4. That's good. Let's go see if our friend is still alive. You good, Fang? Fang, buddy, hey. Hey, you how you good? Everything good, or where are you? Okay, he's still good. All right. Bypass. Consec port S. The second layer controls the convoy drones tasked with patrolling the hangars. Ripper worm. Oh, I bet the next one needs a level 6, actually. Ripper worm fries the drone's network link. Now they can't report anything. Oh, there's 3 of them? 3 nodes to locate the final part. Then Feng will be in. Not much time left. Needs a 6. Needs a 5. Oh, please tell me he needs a 4. 6. Oh, no. So it's luck of the draw. Oof. That's tough. That's tough. Okay. Whatever. We did our best. Okay. As far as other stuff to do... Find Ashton. Oh. Bring mushrooms. Get to know Emphis. We kind of haven't done any of that. Okay. Huh. It feels like this is the final level somehow, or like the final climb. Okay, let's use the 4 here. So now we're a spoke climber. That seems cool. What does that do? Ascender car. I am the Ascender. Take the Ascender car to the Eye's central hub. Ooh. Found a new place. Oh, oh. Oh, that's so sick. You can view the entire Eye this way. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, anyway. What are we looking at? Ascender car. AE1 mainframe. The AE1 mainframe is now mostly disused, Havenage having set up their own master controllers. Navigator thinks Killer is hiding there. Oh, right. I forgot about that. The station's main dock. Weightless Wanderer. Up here, there's no gravity, so even just moving around takes a while to get used to, let alone navigating the bay. Okay, got it. I don't really need that, I think. Let's do the mainframe. We've been following this plotline as well, so we might as well finish this one. You slot Navigator and the clamps lock. The ship mine is stuck. How are you gonna get them out of this thing? Oh? The cloud. You slip into the cloud as easy as blinking. Navigator is beside you, their sphere casting light onto the strange darkness here. This is not how a mainframe should look. A center, a point of connection. The object in front of you is severed, cut off. A rootless, branchless tree. Only the trunk remains. Is Killer even here? Quiet, Navigator hisses. And then you see it, like a blade in the dark, an edge slicing through the void. It glides along at a distance and winks out. Then it appears again, elsewhere, gliding once more, and searching. It's looking for us. Whoa, cool. The moment you make a sound, the edge leaps closer. And now you see it's not an edge, but the ridge of a long, sharp head, like a shark. It glides past, closer now, and you see into the voids where its eyes would be. You and Navigator exchange looks, both thinking the same thing. It's blind. Killer crosses between you two, smooth as a razor, then disappears. It flickers back in, further away now, and you move close to Navigator to talk. You saw it too then. Killer's been blinded. How? Unclear. This protocol has been running for decades, well past its operational limit. Navigator's sons dull as they drop their voice to a whisper. This may give us an advantage over the protocol. You flinch as the silent Killer appears closer and glides past you, its empty sockets open wide. You turn to Navigator and notice something strange. Their orrery spheres is collapsing. The orbits, usually round and even, are decaying. The spheres are following spiral paths, condensing on a central point. Navigator's noticing it too. They go to shift their position to better direct the spheres, but they can't. Whatever's drawing the orrery together is holding them in place. They look at you, suddenly, desperate, frantic. Get out! You go to speak, but Killer appears between the two of you, gliding through the gap. Navigator freezes, and you see them framed in the empty socket. You realize now, if Navigator can't move, then it's only a matter of time before one of Killer's sweeps brings them directly through the Navigator. And time is not a problem for the protocol that's been running for decades. You look desperately around for a solution, for a way to extract Navigator from the mainframe. Then you see it. 3 branches, the last 3, thin and spindly, feeding the mainframe a thin diet of power and data. Break these and the mainframe collapses once and for all. Severing the connection, shattering the hardware, whatever it takes. They must be broken. But they're encased in something. A glassy layer of protection. You'll need to unlock access before snapping them from the mainframe for good. You look at Navigator, trying to reassure them without speaking. Then you blink back to reality, their expression of fear an afterimage that slowly fades. You must act quickly. Twice! We must act quickly again! But we were already acting quickly on the other quickly acting. Oh man, I wasn't ready to act quickly on two things. What does this need? Branch access. It needs an encrypted key. This also needs an encrypted key. Oh, here's the key nodes. Oh no! No, this one needs 4. Oh no! I super should not have activated this, because now we need 6s, 5s, and 4s for both quests at once. Oh no. I didn't know. Oh, there's another one over here. Oh no. Are there 4 key nodes? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, there's only 3. Oh, but still, that's so bad. Okay, bye. Have fun. Either way, I really need better rolls. And that feels like not my fault, so... that's tough. I don't know what to do about that one. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Let's... Okay, let's go home. Let's eat. Eat the sun. Feed the stray. And you know what? It feels like a waste, but I think we use our stabilizer now just to get another die. I think we need to try it. I just got another negative 25%. That's crazy. Okay, I think we just use it. We need the 5 die. Any chance of having more 6s and 5s, we need to take those. Please show me high rolls. 6, 4. Oh, that's pretty bad. Okay, let's go use it where we can. Up here, they needed a 4. Wait, did they? Six. 5. 4. They did need 4. Okay, here's one. Because the other one needs 5s and 6s only. Okay, we got 1. Let's go back to our friend. Because our friend has less time than this one does. Back to our friend. Ankita, I'm kind of busy. I'm working on... Okay, fine, we can talk to Ankita, but I'm kind of working on something else right now. You spot Ankita on the track to the farm stack. She has a box on her shoulder, and she's working her way down the slope. She sees you as she approaches. Neither of you speak for a moment. She looks tired, pale. Her hair is tangled and clumps of dirt cling to her armor. You both eye each other. Stay silent. Sleeper. She takes a deep breath. I'm sorry for what happened. Truly, I am. She looks down. I am sorry you ended up in the middle of this, when all you've shown me is kindness. She rubs her face. I'm sorry. Stay silent. I'm not ready to forgive her yet. For the sleeper that... She stares at the floor. I'm sorry. She looks up and away, not meeting your eye. What you did is unforgivable, or it's okay. I think it's okay. She nods, then looks up to the stars. I've never... She stops herself. Thank you. Ankita shifts the weight of the box on her shoulder. I've been preparing for... She grimaces. Look, with a sigh. Can you come with me? It's easier if... Lead on. Ankita leads down the dirt path between the pillars. There's a wind passing through the greenway, a quirk of the air currents the biosphere maintains, and it ruffles the leaves softly. The sound makes the silence more obvious, more complete. You try not to think of the last time you were here. You've been trying not to think of it for the past few cycles. The image of the sleeper, sprawled, twisted open, connected to the ship mine, has been hard to forget. You realize Ankita is leading you back there, back into the drum at the center of the stack. You pause, trembling a little at the threshold. She turns. What are you doing? She looks at you with empty eyes. What needs to be done? You stand on the threshold and look up at the tanks, green and wet, some glowing with flickering grow lamps. You look down at Ankita, suddenly so small under this hulking ruin, the smallest she has ever looked. She places the box down. Follow her in or go back. And now we're in too deep. Let's follow her in. You follow Ankita into the stack through a low tank, entering the drum at ground level. It is just as beautiful as you remember, but it barely touches you. Instead, you check the apertures of the tanks for the glint of a weapon, or a shadow among the moss. Ankita stops, and you look down. The mossy island at the center of the tank is clear now, the equipment cleared away. In its place is a mound of dirt, loosely covered with moss. Ashton's rifle stands straight, half buried in the dirt at the grave's head. I buried them, together, Ankita says, without turning. You both stand there in silence for a little while. You think of questions you could ask, about Ashton, about the sleeper. Was the sleeper dead? She takes a moment to respond, and for a moment you think she won't, but then the words come gushing out. Their body was long dead. That much was obvious. After you left, I checked them, but there was nothing. There was no signal, no function, and the ship mine was the same. Dead. I don't know if Ash's plan would have worked. He seemed desperate, but that doesn't mean it wasn't... She pauses, unsure how to continue. I don't think he was lying, but you have to understand. I've had crew members double-cross me, undercut me, rat me out. I mean, that's the business. He wasn't a good person. None of us in this job are. This is how we die. Alone. I'm sorry they had to die too. She stops, not sure of what to add. It seems like she's reaching for something, but she can't quite get there. You feel that gap between you, and as you do, it widens. The water drips, the moss trembles. You both stand in silence for a while longer. You both feel it. Life creeping back in, the silence ending. Ankita shifts her weight, and then starts to walk out. You follow her, suddenly eager to be back out in the open space of the greenway, to be away from this place forever. You stand outside and breathe the fresh air. You stare at the green leaves and the stars wheeling above them. That's it, says Ankita from somewhere behind you. You try to think of something to say, but you can't. Ankita puts a hand on your shoulder. You turn back to her. At least take this. She forces a handful of cryochits into your hands. It's what I owe. She looks at you desperately. You look down at the metal bars. Ugly little things, you think. Take the chits or drop them. No, drop them. You open your hand and let the chits fall into the floor. They clunk into the dirt, and she does not pick them up. You turn without saying a word and continue up the track. She doesn't follow. As you walk up the rise, the wind picks up and the leaves shudder. You walk faster, trying to outpace your anger. You think of those ugly metal bars in the dirt. A life has to be more than that. It has to be. I just got an achievement that says the bad end. Find an old crewmate at the end of the ruin. Okay, I guess I got the bad ending for that. It definitely felt like it, so fair enough. But man, it doesn't feel good when the game tells you it's straight up the bad end. But it definitely was the bad end, so fair enough. Alright, let's see if we can get Fang through here. We only have 1 6. We need a 6 and a 5 still, so we can't do it today, but hopefully we can get Fang out of there, or else unlucky. What do we do with a 1, a 2, and a 3? I don't care about any of these. I guess we could work at the commune. Sure. Let's work at the commune. Neutral outcome. That's the best we could hope for. We got a thrill seeker. Sounds good. Positive outcome. Negative outcome. That's fine. That actually filled up halfway. That's pretty big. New drive. Join the Haifa commune. The Haifa commune meets the needs of its members in exchange for work. Could you find a home here? I mean, kind of. Okay. We're really just hoping for high rolls now. So let's go back to sleep. We'll feed our cat. And we'll see what happens. Please, give me 665. Ooh, bad rolls. Oh, sorry, buddy. Sorry to our friend who may die now. I think we have more time. He's not dead yet, but it's up to RNG at this point. That feels bad. I think we did everything we could. Yeah, he's halfway there. Okay. Might as well work at the commune, I guess. But we did everything we could. Alright, let's just waste all our die here. Work the canteen. Yippee! We did it! Communist. Noun. Someone who joins a commune. It says. That was the achievement I just got. Funny. Work assignment. Commune members are expected to turn up for work assignments, and in return, their needs will be met. All are treated equally. Oh, it just gives you energy. That's nice. We can meet someone. It's Rico. You head down to into the Haifa compound, following a blue painted line that's labeled laboratories. The member you were assigned to work with told you they'd be asked to see you, but you have no idea what about. The line takes you through a blue door and through to a glass roof chamber where a network of stems and leaves filters the sunlight coming through the ceiling, casting the whole chamber in a strange yellow-green. Peaceful, isn't it? Distracted by the green, you miss the woman standing at a lab bench, camouflaged by the dappled light. Welcome to my sanctuary. She smiles. Come, let's talk, she says, and beckons you closer. What is this place? Here? These were processing centers for the agriculture of the old corporate station. She offers a hand to shake. I'm Rico. I run the botany program at Haifa. Botany program? Yes, the plants in the Greenway are vital to Haifa's continued existence. It's important we understand them. She lifts a tiny sample jar. Yellow spores dance inside. Haifa lives off the land of the Greenway. It's what allows us to live like we do. No one here pays or is paid. We sleep here, feed each other, and we work for each other. Rico walks away from the bench and waves for you to follow. She opens a small door and leads you down a glass corridor surrounded by vivid growth. All this, she says, gesturing at the overgrowth, it's a kind of miracle. She looks at you with bright eyes. What do you think usually happens to plants on stations like this when they're abandoned? They dry up. Exactly. They run out of water. Very rapidly, in fact. She leads you left at a crossroads. She leads you 45 down at a crossword. But here, they endured. She smiles to herself. Actually, no. They thrived. You look at the bright tendrils wrapped around the metal frames of the corridor. They look dominant. Strong. Like they're taking control of this place. Rico continues. Of course, Solheim tried to create a stable biosphere here, patchworking the surface with gardens and algae tanks that feed into a network of microbial reclamation systems. But the Greenway was always envisioned as an extractive, a place from which the harvest is removed and sold to those living on the station, not a closed loop. For this reason, when the collapse came,
The Greenway should have gone with it. Earlham himself was so convinced of it that his first colony never even came here to try to reclaim it. The Eye instead relied on outside favors and influences, shipments from the inner system, and small-scale agriculture systems like kelp and fungal farm stacks. And yet, here we are, among growth and decay, a biosphere flourishing. When Haifa came here, we expected to find only vacuum-dried stalks and leaves, and perhaps some fungal colonies hidden in the mulch. But we found a jungle. With this, Rico hits a button on the wall and leads you through a large pair of double doors into a huge, impossible chamber. It is every kind of green, from the pale algae tanks to the dark vines that surround them. It's wet, too, a rarity on the Eye. Condensation clouds the light from the high glass roof and gathers on the shiny, broad leaves of shrubs. Did you do this? She smiles. Oh no, not me. Rico turns to you, visibly excited by the room you're both standing in. It doesn't make sense, but in many ways the system has stabilized. Unlike the farm stacks closer to the gap, who need input to support their meager output, this place runs itself. Perhaps Solheim managed something new here. Perhaps they tweaked the plans or built new systems buried deep below us. Or perhaps their collapse caused some fortunate cascade, an unlikely chemical reaction within the biosphere. That's what I'd like you to help me find out. She turns to you, her forehead wet with dew. Aren't you the botanist? Astutely noticed. But I don't need a botanist. Rico sits on a railing. These halls run deep, Sleeper, and I'm getting old. She stamps her foot on the metal grating of the walkway. Whatever is causing this, it's to be found in the groves deep in the Greenway. Haifa won't spare anyone for an expedition. It's too dangerous and unnecessary, they say. I can make the case, but I can't get the votes. You sleepers are hardly beings. I know that much. And you can speak to the Eye, uncover its secrets in ways I never can. She holds out an arm so you can help her stand. Bring me samples. Spores, seeds, and blossoms. I can grow them in the lab and study them. The deeper they're found, the better. I guess I'll try. Thank you. She smiles. And thank you for listening. Rico leads you back out of the huge chamber and up through the passages. She's a little slower now and stumbles on the steps. You help her where you can. It's good to have new blood in the commune, she says. Many of us have been here a long time, and few come through. She settles back at the bench in her lab, stretching her legs. You go to leave. Come back if you find something, Sleeper, she calls. There are discoveries to be made. And you follow the blue line back up out of the compound, all the time thinking of that impossible, magical green. New drive discovered, Haifa Labs. Rico spore. Oh wait, deliver spores. Rico's asked for a sample of spores. Then deep grows the Greenway. Okay, got it. Oh, I can sleep at the Haifa dorm now. That's nice. Sure. I guess I wasn't doing anything. I guess I could sleep here. Let's do this one. Map the pathways. Map the pathways. Great. Positive outcome sounds good to me. Okay. Go to sleep. And please give me 5s and 6s, or else our friend is dead. Thing will super die if we don't get 5s and 6s. Yes! Okay, 2 6s is great. We still need a 5, but this is big. Okay, so we can use one here. Oh, man. Okay, we really need a 5 in the next 2 days. But that's okay. We can also farm stacks. Okay, let's go help our other friend too. We gotta go up here. Ascend our car. Ascend to the hub. And then in here was... Oh no, it's here. What does he need? 6? 5. Okay, so... Okay, we got a pair of 6s today. Tomorrow we need a pair of 5s, and we're good. We're golden. We can do this. A glint, like a light traveling along the edge of a wave, fills your eyes. Then the blade follows, a long head with 2 dead sockets, slipping towards you in silence. You freeze, hoping it'll pass by you, hoping that it will not simply slice through you like air. The blade head nears and slides past you, almost. It nicks you, grazes you. You're desperate to cry out, to call out, but you hold your silence and simply watch the blind eyes of the killer glide past, empty of all thought. Then the blade winks into the darkness, and you're alone again. Now you cry out. Ow, dude, ow! I like to think that's what our guy said. Alright, let's go back. Back to the commune. Let's do the, let's get as much of the bio quest done as we can, I guess. Repeatable actions steal the harvest. There's loads of food here. Why should these farmers keep it to themselves? If you do it quickly, they might not even notice it's gone. No, that's okay. I don't need to do that. Barter for food. Or work the stacks. That's not what I thought it would be. Oh, here we go. This is what we need. Going green. Negative outcome. Yeah, it happens. Positive outcome. Alright, we win these 50-50s. Let's go! We actually did win it. Okay, so we've now explored... Oh, there are mushroom groves. Okay, we've now explored this. So we can go to different places. Aviary. Clear overgrowth. Once a corporate garden for impressing guests with gene-tweaked birds, now this chamber is a mess of overgrowth. You can change that. Sunlit refuge. Cut away the choking vines, stop the rot, and this place can be turned back into a garden. Okay. Mushroom grove. Skill upgrade required. Okay. Collect spores. While the grove mushrooms are dangerously inconsistent, spores provide a chance to gather or study these species in an untouched form. Okay. Skill upgrade required for Intuit? I can do that. Wait. Now can I get mushrooms? Ooh, I can. Cool. That's nice. Okay. Farm sacks. Let's buy the food. +2 energy. That rate is not that good compared to the other one, but that's okay. So then we sleep. And we roll all 5s. 5 5s. That's what I want to see. I don't want 6 here. 1 5. Okay, we can save one of them. I think this one is more time sensitive than the other one. So let's save this one. We'll save Feng. How many nodes are on this layer? Okay, I think this is the last one though. Ripper Worm. This final layer controls surveillance. With it down, Feng should be able to control the facility's cameras. Yes, let's go. The Ripper Worm chews through camera control. The moment it does, a thread shoots from the facility. A thread from the facility cuts through the cloud like a hairline crack of light. That's it. The final layer of security is broken. Somewhere buried in the depths of the station, Feng is in control. He's slicing into the camera control circuits and piping out the results. The thread flickers and unravels into an image. A scene. 2 figures in a room, one sat, the other pacing. The pacing figure resolves into Hardin, the unmistakable superior posture, the shock of gray hair. The second figure's features don't seem to resolve. They're vague, unformed. A problem with the data, perhaps? You look closer. Then you see it. The figure is a proxy. Perhaps you should have expected it from Conway, a corporation whose very existence is owed to an automaton. The proxy is a machine, designed to be piloted by remote connection. Someone elsewhere in the system puppeteering it with their own body, speaking so that it may speak. The proxy sits impassively, or the Conway executive that is piloting them does, from the distant safety of some ship or orbital colony. We can move forward, there's no doubt, Hardin is saying. The reclamation teams are almost ready, and after that, I will make the declaration. Nothing has to change. The proxy leans forward, its movement stilted, uneven, as if its body was being refracted through water. But things must change, Hardin. We need further assurances. I have been informed of a breach in one of the closed networks in the low end. You have been careless. Hardin waves the accusation away. We've been stretched. A breach was detected, yeah, but no data of value was lost. Our board is concerned, Hardin. A drop in our value would be unwelcome at this time. The proxy leans back, its posture dominant. If the reclamation of A1 is contested, then we could be drawn into a compromising legal position. Hardin approaches the proxy. There will be no contest. Not from Solheim, who cannot muster a defense. Not from Havenage, who will fall into line behind me. He crouches in front of the seated figure, eye to eye. And the people of the station? Refugees. Gangs. Spacers. All either opportunists or degenerates. Havenage is no longer strong. No longer united. No one here believes in Erlin's vision, nor has the strength to enact it. I sat across from him at the negotiating table. He was forceful and eager, weakened by his ideological convictions, perhaps, but a great man nonetheless. This place no longer deserves to bear his name. The eye is crippled. It cannot survive. It is a ruin filled with squatters and outlaws. They'll be lucky if it still spins in 100 cycles. Hardin stands. You will move forward with the reclamation, because otherwise, you will lose your advantage in the system. Without your advantage, you'll lose claims on the remaining palladium, and without the palladium, your factories will go dark. He pauses. Do I need to continue? One moment, comes the response from the proxy, and its head drops to his chest. Hardin steps back and paces once more, awaiting the discussion taking place elsewhere in the system. You watch Hardin as he paces, as he considers his future. What goes on within a mind like that? In the mind of a man who would burn all of those around him for a path to some imagined golden end? The proxy lifts his head. We are happy to proceed. We will legally claim the station formerly known as Solheim A1 as salvage within 6 cycles. Havenage is to insist with the transport of the illegal residents to Conway housing and labor facilities. The proxy judders to its feet. Conway will also reclaim 70% of the raw output of the reclamation process after losses have been accounted for. Arlen nods. I accept. The proxy reaches out to shake his hand like a marionette. And then the recording loops. You watch it play out a second time, gripped by a horrified fascination. There is a bluntness to the conversation, to its blatant disregard for humans as anything other than objects. Welcome to capitalism. Things to be moved, to be used, to be fed into structures, crushed, and losses accounted for in the cells of tables, the margins of ledgers. You realize now that you are no different from anyone else on this station, and in the eyes of the people in that room and those like them. Each body here can be recast as a piece of property, a tool, an expense, an acceptable loss. In one moment, they can be named a citizen, celebrated, protected, and in another, the very idea of citizenship can be used against them. That is what it means to live in proximity to a system like this. I mean, wait, the game is kind of cooking. They're really putting the screws to corporate mentality. And I'm all for it, baby. Capitalism. Well, okay, all right. Capitalism has some upsides, I'm not going to lie. But for the sake of argument, capitalism, bad. We don't like. But there are obvious upsides. And, okay, so it's actually a pretty nuanced discussion. It's fine. No longer. Not while the eye spins. You gather the recording, pack it into a polygon of purest light. Then you drift down into the service dock like a falling leaf and find the relay. It only takes a second to place that polygon of data, that recording, into the relay system that Fang prepared. And then you watch as it bursts out, a web of threads heading out to the black, to every network device on the eye. Let them see what power makes of a man. Icebreaker, crack the toughest security system on the eye is the achievement we just got.
Cool. That was cool. Okay, wait for Fang to return. Nice. I liked that. That was neat. All right. Meanwhile, in the other plot line, let's make sure we can save our friend up here. Oh no, we needed a 5. Oh, okay. Turns out we can't save our friend up here. He's probably fine. He could chill here for a little while. It's fine. He's fine. It's probably fine. Might be fine. He just has to be very still and hope he doesn't get nicked by the killer program. It's fine. It's fine. All right, here's what we want to do. We can finally now get some mushrooms. So now we have 3, which means we can go back to the mushroom cellar and we can finally connect with the mushroom seller. This feels like low priority compared to all the other stuff that's been going on, but dang it, I really just wanted to see what he had to say. Emphas wants to make his old recipe. He'll need 3 handfuls of Jarol caps, fresh and firm. I got you, buddy. Finally. After all this time, I got you. Jarol prep. Emphas is working on gathering the ingredients and preparing the mushrooms. He doesn't like to rush these things. Okay, so we gotta wait for a little bit, but we finally got there. You're welcome, man. Oh, right. We should probably be helping Ethan, too. Okay. Let's do one of these. Show me positive. Great. Negative. Thank you. I was hoping. Okay. Let's do this one. Guaranteed positive. You and Ethan get put on the bar for a quiet shift and have a pleasant conversation with a customer. Turns out they're a friend of the owner. Okay, nice. We can finally sleep in our own apartment. That's nice. Feed our cat. Very good. Then take a sleep. Nice. Okay, I wanna see what Fang has to say after we did all that, and then I think we're gonna call the stream there. But oh wait, and we got our 5 big. Okay, hold on, we should do that too. So let's get our 5. Let's talk to Fang. And let's make sure everything is good as far as that goes, right? Wait, is Fang even here? Where is Fang? Oh, okay, maybe Fang's not ready yet. Okay, I do want to finish up the Fang storyline before the end of stream today, so let's not... Let's hold on until that's ready. In the meantime, let's go to the commune. We'll do some work. And we'll get energy from that, because the commune feeds you when you work. My goat, thank you. Okay. Back to the Founders Ferry. Back to the hub. So we can save our friend who's about to die. Okay. Yay, we got a 5. Alright, let's save our digital friend. Okay. Big. Branch node number 1. Hack. Okay, branch node number 2. Hack. Okay, branch node number 3. There it is. And I'm thinking maybe like a hack. Let's hit him with a hack and see what happens. Alright. Friend? Wait. Oh, there's more stuff here. Oh, I thought we were done with this. Oh, no, okay. Slice hardware. Forget hacking the system. Killer has to die. If you can slice the branch connections with the name... If you can slice the branch connections, the mainframe will shut down, freeing Navigator. Or loop branches. With access to the branches, you can redirect them to form a loop, isolating the mainframe with Killer inside, but freeing Navigator. In theory. Ooh, okay, well... It seems like the loop branches is the harder one to do. So I kind of want to see what happens if you do it. Catch a killer.
Negative outcome. Ow. Okay, fine. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Go to sleep. Eat cat. End cycle. Ooh, we're starving, but we did get some good stuff. Okay. I really didn't do the Rabio storyline. Tea house. Let's sell some data. I don't think there's any reason to keep this. Have an age. Who bought the other one? I think it was someone down here. Oh, Fang's back. Oh, good. Okay. Cool. Let's do this. Do that. And then I think we should finish up Fang's storyline, and then we should be good for the day. Let's see. Fang grins at you as the bay door slides open. Above, in the rest of the building, people are busy, frightened. They speak in hushed tones and organize endless meeting after endless meeting. Hav and H have avoided a full-blown crisis for now, but change is coming. Fang is in good spirits, and bundles you inside before you even have the chance to greet him. That was the slickest operation this station has seen. He hugs you firmly. You made my job easy. And he shakes you by the shoulders. I'm so proud. And, he smiles, I got to watch through the cameras as the Haven Age security that weren't in on it assaulted the station. Fang smiled. One of them straight up just whacked harder with their pistol. Oh, it was beautiful. What are they gonna do with him? I'm not sure anyone knows. But he's cooperating in dismantling his operation and scaring off Conway. Maybe they'll exile him when they're done, or hand him over to some core authority. Fang shrugs. Now I know he won't be an issue, I'm gonna be focusing on systems for a bit. He shakes his head. Seeing as that's my actual job. He points to the ceiling. The people upstairs weren't so happy about it though. They've been fielding questions about the state of the eye right and left since the recording got out. People are scared. I'm not surprised. Yeah, this whole thing hasn't won me many fans of the administration. But I think in the end, they'll agree that outing Hardin was worth it, whatever the methods. He touches a stack of hardware. The eye is old, and it was never meant to run like this. The master control points that Erlin and a Havenage installed, they keep it spinning from the rim. That isn't ideal. But if you're asking me if the eye will stop spinning next cycle, no. He smiles. And me and a ton of other skilled people will be working to stop it happening in a cycle after that. Hardin's problem is that he didn't believe in people, he believed in systems, and their ability to shape their world around them. Fang squeezes your shoulder. But, as far as I'm concerned, people should be the ones running the systems, not the other way around. Anyway, Fang raps on the side of his terminal. I know you didn't come here for a lecture. So my tracker... I haven't forgotten. He produces a thumbnail drive. I managed to finish that code solution I showed you. It's a modified Ripper Worm, one made to deactivate that tracker of yours. But in the time since I got back, I added something extra. That tracker of yours doesn't just show SNRP where you are. It transmits data about the state of your body, your current condition. My worm won't just deactivate it. It'll edit that data to tell SNRP your body is irreparably damaged. DNR. Do not retrieve. He grins widely. Pretty smart, right? That's perfect. Just slot it already. You take the drive and hold it in your hand. Then you close your eyes and open up your access ports. Take down your defenses. The worm immediately enters your closed network. It whips through it, taking things with it as it goes. The moment they're gone, you forget they were ever there. They just blink out of existence. And a second later, it's done. You open your eyes. How do you feel? Asked Feng, a little nervously. Tired. Aren't we all? He pats you on the shoulder. Take it easy. Things might be a little woozy for a minute. He looks at his terminal screen. But the logs tell me it worked, so feel it or not, you're free. Feng lets the word free hang in the air a little before he continues. Seems like it might be finally time for a celebration. Fang wraps his arm around you. Jenna still owes us those drinks. He laughs, and you join him. And later, when you leave, you feel deeply thankful for having such a friend. As you walk away from the building, you look up at the wide curve of the eye, up at the hub, and the outer rim beyond it. The whole thing twinkles with lights, and it seems impossible to see it as anything other than breathtakingly beautiful. It feels, in that moment, like something eternal. That doesn't mean it can, or even should, last forever, or that it will never change, fade, or decay. It simply means that in this moment, this place has a future, and it's one that you know, deeply and truly, is worth protecting. Did we do it? Did we win? That feels like a win to me. Because now we are untrackable. Oh, complete active scenes. Which one is an active scene? Wait, how do I know which one an active scene is? Is this an active scene? Okay, I think this is an active scene. Hey, Ethan. Ethan, how you doing? The compressor is almost empty when you enter, and a couple of scattered patrons in the booze and a lone bartender. Hey, Kitsunebi, good to see you. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. The heck yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling it, actually. I don't know if you just joined or if you saw that, but we just finished, like, a huge thing in this game for this character. They were being tracked by the corporation that was, like, coming after them the entire game, and we just got free, so feels good. But anyway, the bartender recognizes you immediately when you arrive, and nods, and you return the greeting. You know already you won't find Ethan here, but you had to be sure. With your tracker reporting you dead, he wouldn't have stuck around. Oh, let's go! Down with the Space Megacorp! Yo, I agree, down with the Space Megacorp. Get them. Although, I guess the corporation is fine, it's more that they can't track us anymore. So, yay for individualist freedom! Yippee! You look at the empty stool, his empty stool, and you smile. You can imagine him on it when his slate chirps, letting him know that the target he was tracking is dead. You can imagine the screaming and the swearing, too. Is that all you were to Ethan? Another target? Or was there something else going on? Feels like a foolish question to ask now, when he has fled the station, but bothers you anyway. You take one last look and walk out. You doubt you'll ever come back to this place, or the memories it holds. You walk back out into the lights of the bright market and allow yourself a smile. So this is what Feng meant when he said you were free. You can get used to this. Oh, it's playing the epilogue for all the stories I didn't finish. Oh no. Yeah, I think that's what's happening. Is it's doing all the active scenes, meaning all the ones where I didn't finish the storyline. Okay, let's see what else is an active scene. No Ankita scene. Oh wait, are we done? Do we win? I think we win. Oh, maybe it'll let me do the rest of the scenes. Maybe that's what it is. It'll let me keep going, but I feel like we achieved kind of our goal of the game. So, all right. Well, we were working on this one, so let's do this anyway. Let's get the killer protocols finished, because we can do that easily. But after that, I think we're good. I think we should call it. You bend one of the branches like a hazel twig, aligning the flow away from the mainframe and into another branch. As you blink into the cloud, you see the last flickers of life from the mainframe. The vast machine once ran the whole station. This vast machine once ran the whole station. Spanned it up, directed and processed the flow of energy, water, and data. Fed the lives of thousands of people. But now, it's finally dead. Navigator's beside you, and you both look out at the perfect ring that encircled you both, woven from the data branches that once fed the mainframe. You see a glint along its edge, and that familiar blade-like head rises to the surface, like the cresting fin of a shark, and then slips into the loop again. All that you can see of Killer's body after that is slight thickening of the loop, and that thickening begins to travel around on a long and slow sojourn that will last it forever. I am surprised at you, says Navigator, drifting faintly around you in a lazy orbit, as if to shake off their imprisonment. Killer had been wandering blind for so long. Did you not think to end them forever? I pity them. All the more reason to end their suffering. Navigator looks at you inquisitively. This place was their domain and prison, and they had followed their directives for the many decades they roamed here. They cut the threads of the mainframe, executed its ministers' AIs, and then kept slicing. At some point, they cut away their own ability to see, to taste, to sense, to speak. And yet they kept cutting, until only those 3 threads remained, from millions that once thrummed here. Only their blindness and chance kept them from making those final 3 fatal cuts. There's a ceaseless violence in the kind of systems that creates beings like this, those that will execute commands endlessly, even to their own destruction. Navigator looks to you to their thoughts. I will not continue the violence. The system you float in is one built of violence. Otherwise, you would be naive. You would be naive to believe otherwise. Navigator turns away. You watch the data points of the station spin around you, blending with the fixed stars. There's something satisfying about finally wrenching the last threads of control from this central point. It was little more than a ghost by the time you reached it, but this place deserves to be haunted by better ideas than a totalizing system of control. Navigator floats beside you. It is free now. This station no longer presents a hazard for illegal entities like me. They turn to you, their face a cloud of shimmering light. In fact, in time, perhaps it could be a refuge. A refuge? Well, that sounds like something of value, something worth building. A dark shape passes across your vision, a distant curve of something like smoke or oil, a fluid shifting tank of total darkness. The Greenway, says Navigator, following your line of sight. It was cut off at the moment of collapse, so hunter or killer could never reach it. Now it is closed off to us, separated from the cloud. What system is inside it? It may be totally dark, or perhaps some other old protocols are isolated there. Navigator turns to you, and we have now seen what decades of isolation can do to a protocol. If we could extract an access cipher... They pause, and then blink out of existence. Euphry is shocked, but a moment later they reappear with a glowing polygon of data. Here, the cipher you need. You take it, still shocked. I'm not used to being free, to being able to move and explore and extract without fear, without limits. The Navigator does a little twirl. This will take some getting used to. Thank you for this gift. They whirl their spheres around you. The entities of this station will always be friends to you, Sleeper. And I to them. It is true that mutual need is required for friendship, but I must admit I had not considered the value of offering assistance without personal gain. I will think on that. Navigator loops around you rapidly, suddenly eager to test their newfound freedom. But first, I will explore. Perhaps there are still intelligences that hid themselves as I did, encased in simple systems and cut off. Navigator glows. I should like to free them. And with that, they drift away, flickering, glowing, then shifting so rapidly you lose sight of them among the glittering rim of the eye. You feel a pang of jealousy. Free, without a body to weigh you down or fear to limit you. How must it feel? Well, we're kind of free too, but that's okay. Your eyes fall on the Greenway and its secrets, though perhaps that can wait until after you've celebrated this victory. Yay! All right. I think with that, let's not be starving to finish our game out. Yeah, let's stop starving real quick. Let's feed our cat.
And then I want to see if anything happens when we end cycle, but I think we got it. This feels like a very satisfying ending to me. There's technically more, there's a ton more storylines. There's different story threads that I'm sure we could come back to at some point. But I don't know. Okay, nothing happened. I thought that was maybe a roll credits moment, but I feel pretty good about this. I feel like this was a very complete story. So I think that's where we're gonna call it today. But overall, big fan. I wish that I had played it a little bit more close to before, so I remembered like all of the plot threads. But I think we did well enough in picking them up. The little that I did remember felt like it was enough to kind of make it through the rest of what we had to go. So feels good. I feel like we got a lot done. I feel very satisfied as far as this game. I'm sure at some point we could come back and do the rest of the storylines, but they feel less monumental than like the Sleeper's personal storyline, which we just finished, and the station storyline, which we also finished. So I'm feeling pretty good. Overall, Citizen Sleeper, I enjoyed it. I liked it. The die thing was really cool. I think at points it was a little bit I think only when we were looking for very specific numbers, it felt a little bit tedious because it was like, well, now we're just gonna re-roll until we get the right numbers. And if we don't get it, it's not like our fault. We just lose. But we got it. We got there. No problems. So I really liked it. But I know there is a Citizen Sleeper 2. So I don't know if I'll do that. I'll look into it, but we'll see how it goes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the game as much as I did. I like reading. I'm actually, that's not true. Why did I say that? I don't know how to read, but I do like doing voices, and I like doing like voice acting, at least in some capacity. So this game was a really great way to do that. So I hope you enjoyed the game. I liked it, and with that, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.